Yeah, because I don't know what's happened.
Okay, so from what I could remember, because I don't watch the streams and I should probably start doing that, we were still in. We had just finished the long rest, effectively finished the long rest, and Ezra was knocked out due to not being able to breathe properly.
Cool.
Due to the lack of air, we couldn't figure out why. Merlin decided to circumvent that by breathing his water. We exited the little corridor we were in, went back to the way that we were coming, and then Echo saw liquid fire coming towards him, so we noped back to where we were and went through an open door in the room. Through there, we found Ed and these runes.
Okay.
Kind of stuffed around with using that enchantment that was effectively engraved in Echo's left arm. It makes him vanish into a void. He used that a couple times, making the runes disappear a couple times as well. Making the runes disappear within one time and come back as well. During that time, Ed and Merlin went into a different part of it. When Echo came back and went to find them. Ed has killed a bunch of people. Echo wasn't too worried about that. Merlin seemed a bit iffy about that. Went back to the runes, and Ed used a teleporty crystal thing he sat on the chair on the runes, which allowed to have access to high-level magic, and used that to boost the power of the teleporter crystal thing to get us out of effectively the basement of the tower, or dungeon of the tower. Appeared outside. He said, "Go get Atlas," because he'll want to ask questions as well. When got Atlas, had questions asked and answered. Settled on going back to Jackville, but we decided to hide the runes in the void. So then, if we go back there, Echo can just go in and get them back, if need be.
Hold up a second.
Oh, all right.
There we go. Feel free to continue.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. After doing that, we went back to roughly where the cart was, and decided on that we're going to be going back to Jackville with the help of Ed. Ed explained a bit about the council, told us the names of some of the people on the council. Well, of the 6 or 7 people on the council, I think there was 7. Now there is 6. Teleported us back to the backyard of Jack's manor, and met Jack. At that point, it was revealed that Ed was like the 7th member of the council. After a bit more talking, one of the party members, I can't remember whether it was Atlas or Merlin, who said we'd like to have a mock battle with him.
Actually, that was Ed's idea.
He wanted to demonstrate the power difference between you.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Ed's idea. So, yes, that battle went about as good as I think any of us expected. Echo got knocked out instantly. Took a lot longer for the other two to get knocked out, and Atlas took a shining to Ed's knife with a string because it's very heavy. After knocking Merlin and Atlas out, he then got them up, and Echo couldn't be brought back up.
Yeah, that's right, because you're a hero. I need to figure something. I need to figure something out about that. I really do.
Don't worry, my 4th level will allow me to not be worried will give me access to a spell.
I want to say, so am I now not banned from Jacksville?
No, we are still very much banned. It's just that we're there without the knowledge of Crimson.
Oh,
Yeah, she'll be back in, what was it, 4-6 months? We just gotta, get out of town before then.
Something like that. There's also the knowledge of what was it? There was something else. Oh yes, Merlin and Atlas started talking to Jack and Ed about making like a town and city
okay.
Yep.
with talks of resources and all that.
Essentially, the plan now is to see if we can pan the river for gold, and maybe find a gold mine. And also start up some other mines around the town to hopefully get more raw material.
Okay, fair enough.
But essentially we also need to talk to some of the kobolds and orcs around the town, so that way, they can let us expand. Because if we don't, then they're going to be kind of pissed.
I'm glad
don't
you
worry.
remembered that.
I have a pretty good memory when it comes to generally all the things that happen. Generally.
Nice.
It's not specific, unfortunately.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do first?
Echo's still knocked out, isn't he?
Yep.
Am I still unconscious or anything like that?
No, Elsa, you've woken up.
Okay. So we're in Jacksville, and oh, there we go. What? No, got that. What? My roll 20 is acting up right now. Okay. Can I go out like over here and see if I can find any animals to kill?
North, south, east, or west do you want to go? Or do you want to do a
Like
combination?
northwest.
Alright, northwest.
Wait, sorry, not northwest, northeast.
Northeast. Alright. So you're just going to wander out into the forest and try to find some animals to kill?
Yes.
Alright. What are the rest of you doing?
So Ezra literally wakes up, just leaves the building as we're all standing there. I love that.
I mean, as the majority of you are standing there.
Yeah.
Merlin's just gonna be like,
Ed is still taking a nap.
Merlin's just gonna be like, oh wait a minute, is Ed taking a nap?
Echo.
Oh, I don't know why. I thought you said Ed for some reason.
I might have accidentally.
Anyway, Merlin's gonna be like, okay, Ezra's awake. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but
Oh. There it is. Okay.
So I guess while Echo's resting, I'll go ahead and check out the river to see if there's any gold or anything. Do that whole panning nonsense. You wouldn't happen to have anything to do that, would you?
Who are you asking, Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
No, I don't think I would have one of those. It's not really the sort of thing that I carry around.
Okay, I guess I'll just make one then.
Alright, you do you.
I guess let me know when Echo's awake. Atlas, you want to come with me to check out the river?
Atlas nods his head. He still looks like he's Little pissed off learning about the information from a couple of days ago.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I'm guessing Atlas is just kind of wanting to pout around a little.
Atlas is coming to terms that even if he confronted Ash with the information he now has, he'd probably have his ass handed to him, even if Ash is a magic user.
Oh, okay. I was thinking to myself, what are you talking about
So
again?
he's trying to figure out how to get strong fast. And not strong as in strength, strong as in power. Because he already has an idea on how to get strong in strength. But for power, that's a taller order.
So, Ezra, you're off in the forest. How far out are you
Not. I don't know. Like about 500 meters away.
going? 500 meters away. You haven't really come across anything.
Okay, I will go even further.
How far further?
200 meters.
You're starting to come across an area that people don't often walk around.
Oh. Can I use like divine sense?
Ooh. Click on the ability to put it in feature.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that didn't. Why can't I use it? No. I'm clicking it and it doesn't do anything. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't put the text in there for it.
Ah.
Alright, let's take a look at Divine Sense.
I believe it has a range of 30 feet around him. It's either 30 or 60 feet around him, and he can use it as many times as his charisma modifier. Once all of them have been used, he needs to take a long rest.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor or a powerful good rings through. Heavenly blah blah blah. And if you next turn any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. Okay. So in that area, you would sense that there's some sort of consecrated area. In fact, it appears to be all around you.
Oh. Might as well keep going. Don't know.
Alright. So you
I
keep
shall
heading out
go
that way?
and-
How much further?
Yeah. 300 meters.
Alright. Off in the distance, you can see what looks to be a few broken down trees.
How are they cut? Are they like a clean cut,
like,
or is it?
It looks like they've just been knocked over, like the wood is actually snapped and splintered.
Oh, okay. Is there any like foot tracks or like any tracks that I can see?
Make a perception or investigation.
Okay.
18. Yes, there is footprint.
And which way do they lead?
They lead up towards that track, and you're not quite sure, but it looks like they stopped just short of where the tree falls.
Oh. I would like to use stealth before
Alright,
going any further.
so you're stealthing in amongst the trees.
Yeah.
24. Alright. You're moving through it fairly stealthily. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna go north. So I've been going north.
You've been going northeast.
Northwest. Yeah, northeast. So I'm just gonna go straight up north
Okay.
for about 200 meters.
Yep.
Do I see anything?
Nothing super noticeable. Like, it's just vegetation for the most part. Plants, trees.
Actually, wait, hold on. I have a question about the footprints that we did see. Were they like, were they tracks of just 2 pairs of feet, or is it like 4?
It was just 2 pairs of
Would
feet. So one
Okay, so
set
it's
of
another
2 feet.
person. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep on traveling, but west now.
Alright.
I'll do 400 meters.
Alright. Okay. Nothing. So there's less vegetation here, and it's just more trees at this point.
Ah.
Still no animals, from what you can tell.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I'll keep on moving west for another 400 meters.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception 11.
Alright. 11, did you say?
Yeah.
Alright. So you're walking along. What's your AC?
17.
And you see a giant, and by giant I mean, how big would that be? A 20 foot long, 3-4 foot wide snake.
Oh. Oh.
And it just
Okay.
tried to wrap itself around you, but it missed.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to attack it. Don't think I'm gonna be able to run away from that. Okay, can I attack the snake?
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't attack it.
Cool. Crap.
That is what we call a critical miss.
Oh no. What have I done?
Master Greatsword hits the ground and nothing noticeable happens.
Okay. Oh wait, I never said if I could do radiant damage. Damn it. Oh well.
And it misses you as it goes to try and wrap itself around you again.
Alright, cool. Attack again.
11 is a miss.
Damn it.
It's gonna try and wrap itself around you again. Oh, so this is gonna be my rolls today. Understood.
No, come on. Why? Not
13.
the best. Oh my god. Okay, 14.
So the sword hits its scales and pretty much slides off as it misses.
Ah. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting to say radiant. I want to do divine smite.
Divine Smite,
You
you get to
decide
choose
after.
to do that. Yeah, you get to decide on a hit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, you technically didn't hit it.
Ah, I see. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, so that way
21.
that means you don't.
Oh, that hits.
You need to make
God damn
a strength, a athletics check.
Athletics check. 23.
Okay, so it finally wrapped around you, and then you broke free.
Oh, okay. I attack it. 16.
That's a hit, and it did 10 bludgeoning damage.
And I want to smite that thing.
Okay. And what's your normal damage for it?
Oh, wait, yeah. I forgot about that. 16.
Okay.
Doesn't
so
it do
is-
extra damage because you kept enchanting it?
So I did the undead enchantment. So unless it's an undead,
Oh, okay.
it won't do anything.
Alright, so that
Yeah,
is
it's only
8,
bludgeoning.
8, 24. You pretty much took a massive chunk out of it.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, time for it to attack. So we're looking at
12.
between 14 to 16. It does not hit.
Okay.
20.
Hit.
Alright. And then I'm going to smite it as well.
15.
22.
23.
Oh, 23.
Okay,
Good
another
one.
massive chunk gets taken out of it, and now it's trying to flee. It's moving. It's going to move 30 feet away. You've got an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
That's a hit. Okay,
Hmm.
it tries to move away, and you split it down the middle.
Oh, yes! Well, so
There
it's
you go.
dead.
That is
Oh,
giant
okay.
snake killed. 450 XP.
Oh, okay, thank you. I can now level up.
I knew that's why you left. I knew it. The moment you said, I want to go into the woods and kill something, I'm like, I bet it's to get
Okay,
XP.
meanwhile, over with Merlin. What are you still? Going to the... Oh, you're making a thingy, aren't you? What are you making it out of?
Huh?
What are you making a pan out of?
So pretty much just the water, you know, the crafting water.
Alright. I'm going to need you to make your crafting checks.
James.
Radio. Of course, guidance added onto one of these.
Yep.
Don't know which.
James, can I cut up the snake and then travel back to the village?
Sure.
Alright, cool.
Alright. You...
So that's a 15 on the intelligence check and a 13 on the dex.
Yep. So, you were trying to make the thin wires for it, but it just came out as a bowl.
Huh. Well, that sucks. Okay, Jack, you want a water bowl?
Why would I want a water bowl?
No, it's a bowl made out of solid water.
I would ask how, but I feel like the answer would disturb me as he takes the bowl.
I mean, it's just my divine gift. I can make water and then use it to craft things.
Huh.
Merlin, how about you try making maybe a bowl with a few notches in it instead? It's another way to make a gold pan.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Merlin is going to
If
go
not
ahead
the
and do
better way
that.
to do so, considering that most of the time when you're panning a river, the gold that you get is smaller than your pinky nail.
So Merlin's going to do it as Atlas described.
Right.
I've put an image in general just so that you can get an understanding.
Alright. Roll to craft. Ooh.
So that 6 was my dexterity check.
Okay.
I'm going
so
to add
you were
guidance to it
doing it really
naturally.
well, and then
Well, I'm adding my guidance to it. I don't know if that will help.
well, that would just bring it up to a 10 maximum. And then it's sort of like the bowl just cracked.
Well, I'm doing it again. I'm
Alright.
essentially going to reshape the bowl.
So you pretty much just
Whilst
doing that all day? Because
this is happening, I'm gonna ask Jack. Jack, would the blacksmith be able to make one of these?
I mean, I don't see why not, but
Good. How much do you
Oh.
think you charge?
you want a bowl, right? That's pretty much
This
the end
type
all?
of ball. So what it will do will have notches in it, which will be able to catch small pieces of debris. In that small piece of the debris, you should be able to find gold, considering that gold is heavier than most items. Most items will be washed out before the gold is. That's how gold panning works, and it's started something in the 1700s, I think, called the gold rush. The point is that it was a very prominent thing that made a lot of people very wealthy. And, well, I'm thinking it might work here. If we can find a mine that has gold, we might find other precious ores in there, might find quite a few ores in there that would help us.
Huh. Well, go and ask him. Doesn't sound too complex.
Oh, then why in the hell am I doing this then? And Merlin just like
It's like-
throws the cracked bowl onto the floor.
I look at you and I'm just like, because it's 3.
Well, it costs us
True,
time.
but on
I thought you could keep trying while I go buy one. And
Oh.
then we see. Then you can join me once you have a new bowl. Or if we have one that is for you to see, it might even help.
Oh. Did
Makes
the bowl
sense?
that Yeah, that makes sense. Did the bowl that Merlin throw break at all?
Well, it was already cracked, so yes, it shattered.
And now there's pieces of water-like glass everywhere.
Good job, Merlin. People are going to be going to pull something out of their feet for weeks, and there's going to be nothing there.
Oh, That
Well,
it's. Oh no, it's gonna. Oh no, what if it dissolves when
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you get stabbed and it dissolves because it's stabbing someone? Oh, the perfect murder weapon. Don't test that.
anyway.
I had a shard of glass stuck on my foot, like it was a very microscopic piece, and I used the ball of my foot to scratch the my right thigh, and or not my right thigh, my right leg, bottom part of the right leg, and I looked down, and suddenly I was bleeding, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? I got some tweezers, and I pulled out this very small shard of glass. And I'm like, what the hell? And now that's happening.
Yeah.
Now that's going to happen.
Good job, Merlin.
Alright. So you go to the blacksmith?
I go to the blacksmith. I also prepare by taking 300 gold from the party funds.
Alright. So you want a bowl.
So the design of this bowl is, have you ever heard of a pan? A gold pan?
He shows you a cooking pan.
Alright, so take the design of a bowl and add some notches into it that seem like they slip downwards into the bowl. These
Sort of
are
like windowsill.
items we used. Yes, like windowsills. When this pan, if this pan can be created by you, I would be able to use it to siphon materials from the river to see what might be upstream. Finding out what is upstream means that we can find out what raw materials are found in this area, and find out if this area has got items such as gold, iron, maybe steel, various things like that. Though first I need a prototype so that I can test the waters.
Alright. He basically goes over to a bowl and breaks up half, well, not half of it, but a quarter of it to bend the metal a bit. And then he hands it to you. It doesn't look super amazing, but it looks functional.
Alright. Does it have 1, 2, 3 notches? How many?
Has 2.
2, alright. Alright, how much do I owe you?
For a bowl?
Yes.
5 silver.
I hand him a gold and take the bowl.
Huh. Well, have a nice day.
I will, and you too. I am now going to go pan the river. Actually, no. I go back with the bowl to Merlin. Does this look more or less easier to try and craft now that you have an imagination of what it looks like?
I mean, it might help a little. But it's going to take some time to make another one of those. Wait a minute, hold on. How long did it take for me to make one of those?
Each crafting check is 8 hours.
Oh. I would not be sitting there watching you do that for both 8 hours. I would have probably taken the pan and just gone pan the river.
Alright. So Atlas.
Actually, first I must ask, Merlin, how dexterous are you?
I mean, I was better, but it felt like after I died one time, I don't know, it felt like I was less dexterous.
Alright, well, I shall try and do so. I'm gonna go to the river with the pan.
Alright. Straight from the water.
You know, well,
Watch as I accidentally get caught in the world's fastest river without knowing it is, and get thrown into the water wheel and absolutely destroy it.
So the water is only moving at... How fast is that? So it's moving out... The water is moving 1 foot per second, so that is 10 feet per round?
Oh, Merlin could swim in that
6
so
foot per
easily.
round.
1 round,
6
10
foot per
seconds.
round. 1 round's what? When did you change that?
Session 1.
Oh damn. Well, a lot of spells now only work for 6 rounds or something.
Not 1
Oh,
minute,
dear.
100 seconds.
Yeah, time works differently in his world.
This is why session 1 is very important to get there, because I have no idea what that was. Anyway, I'd like to shovel up a bunch of the water below. Not water, the what's it called? Riverbed.
Alright.
Tilt.
Let me check the resources for this hex.
Would you not like me to make like a sleight of hand or
I'll be needing
something
you to make a
try
check,
and...
but I need to know what the actual options are and what the DCs are.
By the way, I will just mention this while you're doing that. Merlin will decide to go ahead and take a break and look at the bounty board because he really has nothing else to do. But of course, do Atlas's thing first.
Which unfortunately fails, but it's keeping you occupied, and Atlas is sitting there doing some good old panning.
Alright, so this would be a sleight of hand check.
It's like I predicted.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't apparently predict was not having my character sheet open. A mortal sin. Death comes for me. That is just a +3. Can I take my time with it and give myself advantage, or is it just a flat roll?
It's just a flat roll. For the most part, it's not too difficult to do. It's just... You've got to go through quite a bit, and it's a repetitive action.
I mean, yeah. That's a 21.
Alright.
It's not bad. 10 seconds in. Good size.
So, you find these red rocks in it that are actually rather heavy.
Red rocks. Anything that I find, I will be putting in my backpack, and I will be taking to the blacksmith to see if he knows anything about them. Just so that I can get a better understanding.
You got 0.1
Because if it's a metal,
pounds of red rock.
0.1. With 1 libs. Red rock. A question mark. And it's not Red Rock Deli, so that's out of the question. Do I get anything else out of this?
Not from that one.
Alright. How long will that have taken?
That is...
To go through.
So that's only 1 full minute.
I'm going to move up 40 feet and then do it one more time here.
Alright.
16. Getting a little worse, but hey. I'm waiting for these to be like blood crystals. Some of like the most dangerous things, and as soon as I show them to the blacksmith, he'll be like, "You should not have them. They have been outlawed for hundreds of years." And I'll be like, "What?"
Okay. Yeah. Nothing of note in this. Oh, that was cool. Nothing of note in this lot. Nothing of note in this lot.
Alright. In that case, I shall take the red rock back. I'm going to guess this is the blacksmith. This is my biggest guess that this is the blacksmith.
The one with smoke coming out? Yep.
Yeah.
Left side's the blacksmith, right side's the alchemist.
I return and I pull out one of the pieces of the red rock.
They're pretty much gravel stone in size. About the size of your pinky. Oh.
Right.
Where did you get those?
From the river.
Huh.
What are these?
I believe they're redstone. I'd need to examine them a bit further.
I give him a piece. Take all the time you need.
Meta, the moment you...
Sorry, go ahead.
Meta, the moment you said that they're redstone, I'm thinking, oh, Minecraft? Hell yeah.
He pretty much goes over to a boiling pot and drops the stones in.
When should I return?
Couple hours maybe.
Good, more panning. I go pan again.
Alright.
For the next 2 hours. That's what?
So, would Merlin be by the bounty board at this time?
If he wants to be, yes.
Oh no, that only lasted like 3 minutes. Like the whole interaction just then probably lasted less than a
About
minute.
5 minutes
What I
in
mean
total,
doing takes 5
including
minutes
the
in total.
water
Yeah.
shifting in the first.
Yep. Once I get back to the river, I will go another 40 feet up.
Alright.
And do the process again. Do you want me to just roll what?
Okay.
Like 120 times?
So do you want to do a collective roll with a lower DC or individual rolls?
How many collective rolls do I need to make?
So it would be one collective roll that would represent the entire time.
Right, and would that give me a...
It would be
like
whatever the result is
-5
multiplied by
to the... Whatever the result is multiplied by what?
multiplied by the number of time that you spent there.
Right, well, I'm going to be spending about 2 hours, as he said, a couple hours.
Yep.
So that's what, times 2?
Right.
Right. Let's get the roll done.
Wait a minute,
20's
hold
not
on. So,
bad.
just to quickly clarify, Atlas is doing this, I don't know, like, during the first 2 times Merlin's making the sifting pan? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay. Never mind. I don't know, I've been pretty confused.
I've been rolling pretty well with these up. I've gone from a simple farmer to trying to create the first gold rush of this world.
So you got 9
Because if
pounds of silver stone, and you've got 56
Yep.
pounds of redstone from.
Oh, sure.
Meanwhile, Ezra,
That
not Ezra,
9
Atlas,
pounds of silver.
Sorry, James. What did you
Meanwhile,
say?
Echo, you've woken.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna put one bit of health on me, I guess.
For some reason, I
Clarify
keep
that I'm
hearing.
not knocked out.
For some reason, I keep hearing like an echo in the background. I don't know why.
Yes, hello.
No, why? Oh, that was a good one. I walked into that.
You're welcome.
Alright.
Ah,
You see Ed standing over you. It looks like he's been trying different potions on you.
hi.
Oh, you're alive.
Yeah. I really need to figure. I'm thinking of something to actually, heal myself. Because the magic that everyone else uses to heal themselves and the potions I'm gathering don't work either.
Well, I managed to get what looks to be a mending potion of some sort. Not really
cool.
great with the recipe, but I basically took a dip your stuff in repairing potion and added a bit more potency to it. He holds up what looks to be a purple powder container. Just basically poured this stuff in. Careful, very, very potent.
Okay. And you poured that into what?
He holds up what looks to be a green bubbling potion. Poured into this stuff. You've also got some of this potion splashed on.
Oh. Thank you. Man. Echo rubs like his head where
You've got 15 hit points.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Echo rubs his head to see whether there's a dent from the dagger.
No, it feels fairly smooth.
I'm a little surprised that didn't leave a dent.
Oh, it did. I fixed it.
Much appreciated. Where's the others and
Well, your friend is
where
failing
might
to
I
make
be
a
able
bowl.
to?
The other friend is playing with
Why
a bowl
is he
in
trying
the
to make a bowl?
river. And the other one,
Huh.
I think he just got back with a cut up snake.
Oh, okay. I don't know why Merlin wants to make a bowl, because he's the one that makes stuff. Is it the gold one or the white or the silver or white one? I forget his color. That
Gold one's playing in the water.
okay. I should probably help one of them.
Ezra, you arrive back with the snake.
I'll be like, hi guys. That is all.
Alright.
Can I start? How long downtime do I need to level up?
Should be 1 week per level. So, what level are you?
Level 4 at the moment. I want to go up to level 5.
Okay, so that would be 4 weeks.
Oh. I'm just gonna let the people know there and be like, I'm going into closed off training. And then just go to my room and then start.
Alright.
Okay, so it would take Echo 3 weeks to get to level 4.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Echo's probably going to do the same thing as Ezra, but he's going to go check on Merlin and Atlas to see whether they want his help before he does that. I just move. He thanks Ed thanks for figuring something out that'll heal me.
So Atlas, what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna figure.
Atlas?
Sorry, I thought Echo was still talking because he'd started talking again.
Nah, it's cool.
What am I doing? Well, as I said, for the 2 hours, I'll do that, and then once the 2 hours is up, I will be back at the blacksmith.
Alright, so you arrive back at the blacksmith.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crystal redstone. Not super common to find it in
And
crystal form, but... well, it happens on occasion.
Any use?
It's got plenty of different uses. Some medicinal, not really used for weaponry, but I guess we could coat it in... we could coat a sword in redstone. Huh.
I also found I pull out the 9 pounds of silver. I also found silver, so somewhere here we can get a silver mine going.
Huh. Silver. Nice. Well,
Unfortunately, no gold, so I do not know if I need to go further up the river or if this river is barren of gold. Not all rivers will have gold. I also pull out the not so common 56 pounds of red crystal.
I'm sorry, what? This is the guy responding, by the way.
Yeah. It appears that we might be very rich in this
He pretty
red
much
crystal.
just walks out of there, goes over to the alchemist and starts slamming on the door. You need to get out here and see this. The alchemist comes out. What is it? And he just gestures to you holding the redstone.
The 56 pounds.
So, how much are you selling that for?
Well, what's the usual value for it?
Well, about 5 gold a pound.
5 gold a pound. And what if I were to say to you that I was panning this in the river to find a much grander source? Would you say that this material would be found on the ground?
Oh.
Or is it formed elsewhere?
You found it in a river?
Yes, I pull out the iron pan with this.
Oh. Redstone normally comes from giant meteors. Some
So somewhere
mages bring
down
it down
this.
on occasion.
So what you're saying is that downstream, no, upstream, there is a meteor.
Possibly. Could be from years ago, though. I'm a little bit surprised to see that there's any redstone in this area. There's not really any mages nearby. I mean, the closest thing is the necromancers in there, northeast.
This river is running the same way that it shows on map, yeah?
Yeah.
So that means it's
Northwest to southeast.
yeah. Well, I guess I've got to add that to the list of things that I have to explore. So this redstone is not common around here. Where is it usually found? More or less, if anywhere, is there a certain location?
It's not really that it's found. Wizards on occasion... well, I say on occasion, but it's normally the high-ranking wizards that bring it down, and then they sell it whenever they need money.
Right. And by chance, this item were to be sold to you, you would get it for 5 gold.
Per pound, yes.
Per pound. So they make mass quantities when they need money.
Yes. Can be used in anything from healing potions, to... Let me get up the list. Some antitoxins. Air prevention potions. Smoke potions. It's...
I do not believe I have got either of your names. I'd like to get their
I'll be back.
names.
Okay, what is the name of this alchemist? Let me find that.
I'd like to get the alchemist and the thing.
So the blacksmith's called Mr. Otto?
Mr. Otto. The way I think it's spelt, O-double-T-O.
Yep.
Rightio.
And where is the alchemist?
Now, he might be a blacksmith, but he's not part of the Will Smith family. Boom. Oops.
You know, I was thinking I need to slap James because of the Mr. Otto, and now I'm thinking I need to slap you for that joke as well.
You sure you want to slap Atlas in his angry mood?
Good point.
He might just walk up to Ed and be like, I need to borrow that dagger again. But we're just waiting for the
Sorry, I'm just
the
scrolling up.
alchemist, right?
Apparently I wrote down the name ages ago.
I think you wrote it down for Merlin
Yeah, when
because
you
I
first started
asked.
training there, I'm just trying to find that session number, because that would have been about 8 sessions ago. Tara. There it is.
Tara.
T-A-R-A.
How do you spell that? One more time.
T-A-R-A.
Tara. The alchemist. So, Mr. Otto, you say you can coat this... You can coat weapons in it. What would that do?
Well, I've never really done it, but it could do anything from making certain types of magic slightly more potent on it, to nullifying? No, it wouldn't do that, would it? I'd need to run some tests. I've never really had a large supply of it to mess around with before.
Alright, so I'm giving you £10. The rest goes to the alchemist.
Rightio.
If I can find more of this, alchemist, you will be the first to be notified. And as long as I can ask for the occasional healing potion, I would be happy to continue to let you be the first to know.
I think you got yourself a deal.
Yeah. So I hand over all except for one small piece,
Alright.
which is from the original painting. I'm just like holding on to a piece for sentimental reasons.
Yeah. So you basically are giving away the £56?
I'm giving 10 to the person to test out, see what he can
46
do.
is going
The
to
rest-
the alchemist, so that is 46 times
For yeah,
230, I think.
so
Yep, 230.
230. So I got 230 gold. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at Atlas, shaking hands, making deals. He's good for business, right? Right? I think it's about time we bring a name in. we might need to bring that brand from a universe into this universe. The very the
Alright.
the very name uttered will bring business to all,
So it's
and
now about
all
6
a
p.m.
good profit.
Hold on, what?
So
It's now about 6
once
p.m.
that is done, I shake both their hands. Pleasure doing business with both of you. If you need any more, he's got the rest of the supply also. Anyway, until then, I will return after I have panned further up the river to find other things. And well, let's hope that we find even more, because it sounds like this river is already rich in mage items. Sounds like something selling points could be made as I start walking off.
The
Back
barbarian
to
thinking about business.
Hey,
My-
I used to be a leader.
You know, that's fair.
And to be a leader, you must be able to negotiate with others. And to negotiate with others, you must have leading. You must have business skills.
Atlas somehow becomes like some kind of orc tycoon.
I can't. No. Somehow we take over the world, not through power, but through money.
Money.
It's just like Alice thinks that she still runs the world via fear, but it's actually now me as a big bank. I own everything. It's just like, well, you owe me this much, and Alice is just like, how did I suddenly get in debt? Well, you see, it's because it turns out you never actually paid for this. And it's just like, what? Hang on. Why is
I
this
have to pay
paperwork?
for things?
What is going on? You pay for these? It's just like, well, I mean, you either pay for this or you become, an outlaw in your own states. Because it clearly says here in all of your laws that this, and this. I've got a crack team of lawyers here. Each one of them have been paid a vast sum of redstone.
You just point to Echo with a brief. No, you point to Merlin with an Echo in his briefcase.
And Echo is holding a piece of redstone in his head. And then Ezra's right behind them with in an official suit.
I'm your bodyguard.
That'd be an interesting way to end the game. Is we don't actually get more powerful in level. We just somehow become a huge business.
I mean, that's technically possible.
I mean, then I could, if I got enough money, I could send as many bodies as I want against Ash until Ash either becomes wise that someone is trying to kill him, and it's not just a whole bunch of random assassins, or yeah. Anyway, that was all meta talk. So I get back to the house, knock on the door, and then let myself in. I don't know if I've ever let myself. Yeah, I'll just let myself in.
Sure, let yourself in. You just hear
Jack.
Jack.
Jack, I pull out the 9 pounds of silver. Seems like we might be able to get a silver mine going.
Oh, cool. That's good to know.
I also found red crystal.
Is it in
Quite a bit
redstone
of
or
it.
bloodstone?
What one did they say again? I forgot to write that down.
Redstone.
Yeah, redstone. But what did the blacksmith say?
You said
Because
redstone
I
crystal.
forgot to write it down. He's one more time. You cut out.
Redstone crystal.
Redstone crystal. Redstone crystal.
Oh, you found in its crystal state. That's rare.
Yes. So the alchemist has currently got 46 pounds of it, and
46 pounds.
Yes. I feel like I may have been swindled with how you talk.
Well, how much did you charge?
He said it was 5 gold a pound. I'm going to guess that isn't the case.
Well, I'm more impressed that you found... How much did you say? 46 pounds?
I found 56 pounds.
Oh,
There is 10
56.
pounds with the blacksmith, as the blacksmith is going to be testing it out on some weapons to see what he can do.
Huh. That's good to hear.
So far, it's looking like we will have silver and red crystal as a good lookabout, but we're going to have to look around for some meteorites in that case, from what I've heard. That means that the red crystal is a very finite resource, and silver looks like our best effort, but silver isn't exactly a lucrative business. But after 2 hours of panning up and down the river, that's what I found. So somewhere upstream we will find a more plentiful supply of silver, and that is where we will be able to set up silver mine.
Alrighty.
So what do I do with the silver?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So what do I do with this silver, Jack? Because I'm not really privy to exchanging, valuable materials.
Just drop off whatever silver you get here, and I'll get you some gold for it.
All right, I find the shattered the shattered bowl, and I'm just like, Nolan, where's the one that's not shattered? Where's the regular water bowl?
So the shattered bowl
Jack
has been basically turned into a puddle of water.
And where's the
Huh.
regular one?
I gave it to Jack.
Jack shows you the bowl.
I put the 9 pounds of silver into this clear bowl. Alright, well, now you have a use for the bowl.
Alright.
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on a second. So, actually, Merlin would have been outside by the bounty board, because if the bowl's already broken, then that means he won't have anything.
We may have skipped a few things.
Yeah, I think
So,
some wires got crossed.
Yeah, I got a little excited because I got to do some panning.
Nice.
You and your panning.
Right, so
It's
currently
great
Merlin should
because
be over
everything's
by the
panning
bounty
out well.
board.
Hmm.
Atlas should be
Hold on,
talking to
can you
Jack.
say that?
Echo, you
Yeah.
were walking off to go find Atlas, and
Yeah.
where is he? Ezra should be off training by himself.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
where
Sure,
they'll be
Echo
at.
would have seen me at some point.
Yeah. It'd be very hard not to see you, I'd assume.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Echo was told that he was off by the river, so he started going down there, while Atlas was over at the
Yeah.
blacksmith at the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at the river and you're like, Alice?
Did he?
Alice, you
I
there,
should
buddy?
probably- I might move. Yeah, I should probably move Echo over to the river because he would be like, did he fall in?
Maybe
Is
he
it
drowned.
really my job to fall in after him?
Hmm. Sort of.
You see, like, this huge, like, dug-up line in the river. You're like, what is this dug-up line mean? Hmm.
Alright.
Clearly,
So-
the dug-up line means that he fell in and then crawled out.
So Merlin, you're over at the job board. What are you looking for? Alright, so you just hear what the things are.
Just jobs in general.
Alright.
Like,
So,
what's on
In
it?
the past few minutes, you saw the alchemist walk over, and they put on the board taking a pan to a river and getting redstone crystal. And that's paying 1 gold a day. Sorry, 2.5 gold a day.
Huh. Okay, I guess Atlas found something.
There is a few delivery missions going to different towns. They're on average about 50 gold per trip. And then there is the representative tax for the Celestial City that 1,000 gold is being paid to for the safe delivery of that.
Wait, hold on. What?
So basically, it's a delivery mission of you're delivering the gold to the Celestial City.
Oh.
And the reward for that is 1,000 gold.
Hey,
okay.
I know how you can get that done. How we can get that done easily. All we need to do is just teleport. Boom, done. Easiest 1,000 gold we've ever made. But first, we've got to do this.
Huh. Okay, that all seems interesting.
Unless, of course, someone could find themselves a helm of teleportation, grab something from here, and then use that teleport, and then come back here. That'd be great. Unfortunately, helms of teleportation probably don't exist around this area, and probably cost a pretty penny.
Okay, Ezra, we need you to kill some people. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'll be happy to.
Oh, he's in. Okay, he's up for it. Never mind.
I mean,
okay, go ahead.
After my month of training.
Alright.
That's fair.
I'd like to get my.
So after Merlin looks at that, I guess he's going to go back to Jack's house to, I don't know. Actually, he's got something he does want to give to Jack. Hold on, what?
You see the alchemist come up to you. I need you. Come with me.
Okay.
And they pretty much take you back to their workstation. We are going to be very, very, very busy.
So what's going on?
Normally when you're working in the alchemist area, there's very small vials of this red and purple material that you pretty much put into most different types of potions. You just see the vial of it is pretty much full. We are going to be, well, hopefully mass producing a few things. Get all the pickers out. We need them all. You're usually only used to working with one at a time.
Hold on, you keep muffling out every so often.
Sorry, is it the same for everyone?
Yeah.
No, I can hear you fine.
You muffle out every now and again for me.
Okay, just ask me to repeat if that happens.
Alright.
You're used to only working with one vial or one setup at a time, but there's now about 20 set up at the moment.
Huh. Well, good thing I made you a lot of different files when I was working here for that first year.
This meme, except redstone.
Right.
Pardon?
Alright, so what are the rest of you?
After figuring to himself that the line the line in the bed of the river is, but probably Atlas dragging himself out of the river. He's got to go
Weird
look
that
for
it just
now.
keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going. How far did he drag himself upriver before he got out?
Yeah. He's not.
Oh.
He's not questioning that part.
I thought Alice
he's-
was smart. Couldn't he have just gotten out here or here or here or here or here?
He's just sort of gonna head back. If he sees it, head back to like Jack's house. If he sees like Merlin or Ezra on his way, he'll ask them if they need his help with something. If not, he might do something for a while. He might do. If not, he might be out of commission. He might be training or whatever it is that he feels like he needs to do for a little while. But
You know, I just realized that when Merlin initially worked with the alchemist, he spent every so often making files out of the water for like about a year. So
Yep.
good thing Merlin did that, because the alchemist should have plenty of files for all of this mass production.
Most likely.
yeah. When he gets to
And,
Jack's house, he knocks on the door and waits to see whether he's left.
Right, you see Jack come over and open the door. He seems to be counting out gold.
Hi.
Hello.
You also
So
see Atlas.
You're dry.
Yes.
You're counting out gold, and you're dry. I saw a huge line. I saw this line in the river, and I thought you'd dragged yourself through
Oh,
it.
Echo, that's called padding. What it is you basically find whatever materials you can find in the river, which means upstream we are going to be able to set up a silver mine at some point. So
Echo,
we
you
found
understand
out.
the concept of pan.
Pardon?
You understand the concept of panning. It comes very natural to you.
Oh, yeah, like people did to do the gold rush thingy.
Yes, exactly. Wait, how do you know about that? You know
I have
very
no
little.
idea.
How do you know about that?
I have no idea. It's just that knowledge seems very easy forthcoming in my
You know,
mind.
considering that most people seem to get here for feats of something, I'm going to make a guess. And you found the welcome nugget, which was the biggest Aussie nugget ever found. So it's like what, 2 meters tall? I think it was 2 meters tall.
Echo shrugs. I don't know. All I know is that information came easily. What if that'll be interesting. And
The
Anything
welcome
you guys-
stranger, that's what it was called.
oh, okay. Is there anything you need help? You might think you might need my help with. If not, I think I might do my own sort of thing for a few weeks.
Should have that sort of time as I do one more pan over the area. After that, I will need to maybe enlist Ezra's help to go out. Jack, do you know any settlements out around here of any of the tribal creatures that are out here that we might be able to coerce with? Look, it doesn't hurt to see if they want it cut into the pay. Just so that we can use their land. Man, I really am a man.
There is the...
Because we're either going to pay them, or we're going to liberate.
with air quotes on liberate.
We'll find some weapons of mass destruction under their beds.
Well,
I'm
there
sorry,
is
I'm
the...
sorry.
You know,
That was
I
all
feel
just
I
like-
should be I should
Just
be
like
fairly
meta, we lift the bed
insulted
up
by
and
this.
get like meta. We just lift the two of us just like lift the bed up, and Ezra and Atlas or Ezra just lay underneath it.
There is the kobolds, but they're around the base of a mountain.
Oh no, Hidden's typing.
Oh,
Uh, that's it. I'm sending another $40 in. No, I won't. It's on stream though that I said I would. So who knows? It might happen at some point. But I need to save money. So you're safe for now.
alright, so it's pretty much sunset at this point. Anyone doing anything particular for tonight?
I would. As I said, I asked Jack if there are any settlements around. So I
There's a
would
kobold
hope
one
he
around
would
the
be.
mountain.
Kobolds near the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the mountain's like a few days away from us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and considering that we're going upstream, we're not going near the
Yo.
mountain.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would Merlin still be working with the alchemists? You know, to mass produce the potions?
Yep. Unless
Okay,
you
yeah,
want
look
to
at
leave.
this. Hidden saving a clip where because we all groaned when he made that.
I didn't
When he said
groan,
that,
I
it was like.
Well,
Oh,
the
see,
problem with that is that you should be able to hear me laugh.
yeah, but there's always that one person who laughs to terrible puns. So it's just like. Anyway, anyway, for the crowd member that said that to Hidden, panning is not how you get massive amounts of money. Panning helps you find a way to make massive amounts of money. And because we don't have metal detectors in this world yet, because some of us are not high enough level to get spells that allow us to do that, you got to go with the basics. It's not like
Just-
we're going to trip over some gold as we go out, and we go out, and one of us accidentally trips over a piece of gold. Oh,
Just
hey, look, a
wait.
penny.
Just wait until Merlin gets a 3rd level spell and he'll legitimately be able to cover like a mile wide area.
Oh, there's a 4th level spell. That's called, I think it's not creation. It's called fabricate. And when I used it as a character in a different game, the DM was just like, look, as long as you have the ability to as long as you have all the qualifications needed, so if you're proficient in certain tools, then you'll be able to fabricate that from thin air. Because you'll just be able to learn what materials are in that area and what's most in the air, and you'll be able to just drag those out. So naturally, whenever I'm in a carbon-rich environment, diamonds.
Everywhere's a carbon-rich environment.
Exactly. So therefore, you can get revivified diamonds very easily when you need them.
Alright, so Merlin, are you
Oh,
pretty much
man.
going to work with the alchemist all night?
Yeah, Merlin's gonna go ahead and do that.
Alright.
By the way, with my 2 attempts at crafting, well, I crafted a bowl, and then I crafted a cracked bowl, and then broke it, so how much XP did I get from that?
50 total.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wait, hang on. So people get XP for smashing things? Excuse me, let me jump through the window again.
Alright. So, it's the next morning. Merlin, you've barely slept. The alchemist is
I
still
took a rest
going.
somewhat.
You haven't gained a level of exhaustion, though, because of a special potion they keep giving you.
Oh, well, in that case, let's keep going.
Alright. They hand you another one of the potions. It's a special black liquid.
Is it bitter? Is it bitter?
Yep.
Okay, coffee. Hell yeah.
Or it might be coffee, or it might be if coffee.
I have no idea what that is.
Yo, level 2
It's
stars
coffee
for paladins are
backwards.
so sick.
Oh,
Alright.
It's efok. That sounds fair. That sounds like a swear word. Efok.
Yeah.
So what are the rest of you doing?
Alright.
I get my trusty pen out, and I say, I'm going up the river. Anyone want to join me?
Yeah, Echo might. You said you might be going to the How long did you say before you would go to the check on the kobolds?
We won't need to go to the kobolds by looks of things because this river leads
Away from the sort of
away from the mountain, unless of course it turns out that this will turn into a valley, which means that it will probably turn towards the mountain. Considering how big it is, there is a river somewhere connected to that mountain, at least one would hope.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide whether Echo is going to like follow Atlas around and help him do stuff, or if he's going to spend like 3 weeks doing his own thing to level up.
Oh, you can. What you can do is you can follow me and do your leveling up. Just keep me company, bro.
Yeah. Echo would do that. If that's all right, James.
Plus, I can get bardic inspiration. So.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
So you're panning, you're playing music.
Yeah.
If you had a pan flute, this would be perfect.
oh my god, the amount of corny jokes.
That's
Atlas,
weird.
you
I
can
don't
have
see
inspiration for
cornfield.
that one.
No.
I get inspiration. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna do it as a bulk roll, and how long are you spending doing?
If I could split up the bulk rolls into 4 rolls for 2 hours each.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 8 hours doing this. One going up the river. 2 hours up the river, and then 2 hours down on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Would having an extra 10 feet of movement help you with this at all?
Well, see, I move 40 feet each time.
Yeah.
Right. And it takes a minute. It takes a minute per thing, so.
It's less movement speed and more how quickly you can actually do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'll do 4 rolls.
It wouldn't matter too much then.
Can you give me Can you how many bardic inspirations can you currently give?
I can give a total of 5.
Okay, can you give me 4? Can you give me one for each roll? Thanks.
Sure.
Cool.
So I've got 1 left until I take a long rest.
Is it a D4 or D6?
Let me roll down to bardic inspiration. Should be D6.
D6, radio. This also helps you practice your barding skills.
Yeah.
First roll, second roll, Wow, consistent. Third roll. I'm going to use an inspiration on that. Okay, cool. That's a little better. So that's a 14. And final roll. Wow.
Suddenly, the bard isn't much of a help, is he?
Probably not the bard. What's probably happening is what's probably happening is I have found the sweet spots, but I've passed them, and it turns out that where we are already is the sweet spot. Because what I have just noticed on this map is indeed already a mine. I can't believe Jack didn't tell me this.
Oh, yeah, there is a mine. Huh. Wow.
Unless, of course, that's a collapsed abandoned mine, then I can understand why you wouldn't tell me shit. Oh, there goes my only swear for the next minute. But I can always say off-ec.
Please looking for the mine.
F-ec. I'll ping it.
That looks like a Tory gate.
Yeah.
Oh, that could actually just be a quarry.
It's not actually a mine, it's for the most part a bunker, where they have a lot of storage stuff.
Ah. Right.
Quarries
after
can
all
be
those
possible.
rolls, I feel like I've been cheated majorly, because I was rolling so well just before I enlisted the help of the bard. I enlist the help of the bard, boom. Like, the highest I got was a 14.
The bard is willing to take responsibility for the poor rolls.
Watch as I get like a 0.1 pound of gold, 0.3 pounds of silver, and like 70 pounds of the red crystal, just because it's so abundant in this river. And I'm just like, well, I keep finding this quote unquote rare crystal.
Rare.
Oh wow. Oh boy. That's actually, I think this might actually be a little more valuable.
Woo, let's go. Gold ore and small black rock. Wait a minute, did that say black rock?
Yeah, it is a stone of black material.
Ooh.
Which could be one of two things, or even something that matter, I don't know. So, once 8 hours of other people's activities, I would be going back to the blacksmith. So, just say once everyone else has done some stuff.
So Ezra, you finished your 8 hours of training. What would you like to do?
I'll go meet up with the others, see if they need any help.
Alright. Merlin, you've pretty much been going non-stop. I'm going to need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, well that's fun.
Ooh.
Alright.
Big rip.
So I assume you're still drinking that coffee stuff that they're giving you.
Yep.
Alright. So at the moment you have 1 level of exhaustion. Are you going to keep going?
I think in that oh, hold on. What?
Are you going to keep working with them?
I think at this stage, since Merlin's starting to feel exhaustion, he's going to, would taking a short rest be enough to get rid of it?
Takes a long rest to get rid of it.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking tired.
Merlin's
Would you like
going
some more
to.
coffee?
I don't think that stuff's working anymore. I think I need to take a little bit of a break.
The little black powder that they've been putting in it, they pretty much quadruple the dose and then hand it to you. Drink it. It'll keep you going.
Oh, okay, Merlin's gonna drink it.
Okay. Are you gonna keep going?
Does it do anything to the exhaustion?
Doesn't get rid of it, but you're not getting tireder anymore. And does prevent you from sleeping.
Ah,
Though you can also feel your
okay,
heart
Merl.
beating.
Meta, I was just going to say, it's a good thing they've actually got something for him to focus on, because otherwise, by the sounds of it, that would have him bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. You said something else,
You
James?
can also feel your heart beating.
Huh. Merlin's going to do another set, but like that's the last one he's drinking. After that, he's taking a rest.
Okay, so you'll be up for the next 8 hours.
Awesome.
Alright. Meanwhile, with everyone else, what are you doing?
After that time, I think, let me say, thank you, Echo, for practicing your crafts. I'm gonna go take this. I'm gonna take this redstone to the proper place. You enjoy yourself.
You're welcome. If you want any more, if you want company, just tell me.
Also, because somewhere in that 2 hours, which somewhere up or down that river, I found some gold. We're in business. There's somewhere here that we can get a gold mine going, and it should be somewhat profitable. Hopefully.
Cool.
You also see that there's about 16 people working the river at the moment, using similar things to you.
I see that I have already caused some sort of gold rush. Are you here for the red crystal?
We're here for the 2.5 gold a day.
For the red crystal.
Sure.
And who's hired you?
The alchemist.
Right. I knock on the alchemist's door.
Well, when someone's knocking on the door and the alchemist tells you to get it.
Merlin goes over and gets it.
Merlin is the alchemist here.
You just get hit by a wave of fumes.
My face scrunches up.
How does Merlin look, by the way?
Oh, he's covered in different sorts of powders. A few burns,
Is
few scrapes.
tottering.
Over here, what do you want?
Yeah.
You see that she's quickly
4
moving
more
around the room.
pounds.
What did you
I
say?
have 4 more pounds.
Ooh.
I also noticed you've got quite a few people panning the river. What is that about?
Well, with one person doing it, I'm getting 1 lot. With 20 people working it, I'm getting 20 lot. It's mathematics.
Of course, but if I've already panned that area, then you're not going to get much. You might want to tell them to go upriver. You might also need to hire some guards so that if they do go upriver and anything tries to attack them, they will have something to protect them.
That's more expenses.
Well, you can either keep paying them to heave up an empty riverbed, or you can pay a little more to get what you want. Because right now all you're doing is moving soot. That's not exactly getting you much, is it? Unless, of have found out a serious problem with James's game where if I just sat in one location and kept rolling, I'd keep finding materials.
Well, they've
Which
got
I feel
absolutely
like
no
would
idea
be...
how this actually works. So they're discovering the
Right.
process for themselves.
Oh, they're seriously actually
as I-
figuring it out.
As I said, the way that panning works, Tara, is that we find out that this area is rich in materials. Certain materials can be found upstream. Once you find a location where it is most bountiful, that is where you set up a mine.
You can see that on their face. They're trying to think, but they've probably had too much coffee.
Also, it smells like... Well, does your breath smell like coffee?
It smells like awful, awful, awful coffee. Like someone used magic to try and purify coffee, and they distilled it down to the base caffeine.
This smells like caffeine. Tara, did you do something to the coffee beans?
Coffee beans?
Hold on, hold on a second. I had to step away. Were
Or
you
caffeine powder.
trying to talk to Merlin?
Oh, I just said, why does your breath smell like horrid coffee? And it turned out it was basically pure caffeine. And I was like, Tara, Tara, do you know what the effects are of coffee if consumed at a higher amount?
Keeps you awake longer.
Yes, but it also causes the sleep receptors not to get anything, and it also increases your adrenaline, which also then causes your muscles to degrade, which means you're slowly killing yourself if you are drinking pure caffeine.
What?
Yes, I'm going to take advice from the barbarian.
Sure, sure. Don't take advice from the guy who came from a future that you probably didn't come from. And science was a very big thing there. You know, alchemists who knew what they were talking about at the age of internet. I didn't get to see that very long. The point is that on there was very great YouTube videos that explain. You don't know what a YouTube video is. Look, don't take advice from me then. Don't, not at all. I'll just keep bringing this redstone, and you can just keep paying me. That should be, this £4 should be about 20 gold.
Mm-hmm. They slide over us 2
Melon,
stacks of 10.
stop. Alright, I pocket it. I look at you, Melon. Stop drinking. Get
Oh,
some
don't
rest.
worry. After this next 8 hours, I'm going to sleep.
Good, because if you keep drinking, you're going to have to. I don't even know what it's called, but you're going to have to regenerate, and that's going to impact on your on our ability to be able to go up against stronger foes. Anyway, enjoy
Sounds
yourself.
good.
I walk over to the blacksmith.
Alright.
Let's go with Echo before
a red
and Ezra.
smoke coming out from the chimney.
Right. I will let everyone else have a turn before I continue because I will end up railroading this game.
Oh, I mean, Echo might just go and play a bit in the tavern if they want him to.
I'm
Well,
sure they're always happy for you to be there, dude. Like, if there's music in a place, people are going to be drawn there, which means more business. Because people will end up wanting a drink or maybe a bit of something to eat, which means that they'll be in the
you
perfect
pretty
place
much
to buy
triple their
stuff.
cash flow.
So you would probably always be welcome there.
I mean, I just need to look at the channel of Echo. It's like, welcome at the tavern anytime. I should have just looked at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably just go there and like just shake his drum and point at the spot where they got him to play it last time.
Yeah, if they just gesture for you to go over there.
he's just got to go do that.
Yeah. Alright, so, you doing anything else in particular for today?
Just me, but that's about it.
Yeah, Echo doesn't have anything specific planned.
Merlin?
So Merlin's just going to keep working with the alchemist until you know that 8 hours is up, in which case he's going to go to sleep.
He's going to go and pass out.
You see on occasion someone brings
Pretty much.
her a pan full of random materials, and she basically shifts through it, tossing useless stuff out. On occasion someone brings her pretty much a pan full of useless crap, and she just throws the thing at them.
Huh.
There's
Oh man,
not
imagine
a
if
lot
Tara
of it, but
actually
there's
took
a
my
bunch of different
advice.
stones on occasion.
Maybe we should talk to Atlas so that way he can go through that instead of us. So we're not wasting time with that.
Put Atlas in charge of the Panis, because he's already a barbarian. Hey, look, there's their defense.
Okay, Atlas, so what do you do?
I mean, pretty much.
But yeah, once everyone else is happy with what they're doing, I'll go and talk to the blacksmith. So you're up to Ezra. What is Ezra doing for the last 8 hours?
Fairly sure Ezra's AFK at the moment.
Before. All right.
Wait, what?
Well, in
No,
that
no,
case,
I'm here.
oh no, he's here.
Oh,
Immediately jump to the.
I am AFK.
Okay.
I said I was gonna try and find where everyone else is, but that was kind of it.
Alright, so that was at the end of the 8 hours. So you'd be able to see Atlas at the blacksmith.
Alright. I'm just gonna say, hey Atlas, is there anything you need like help with or?
No,
Anything?
but I need you to keep an eye on Merlin. Make sure he doesn't keep drinking this weird black stuff. It will smell like rancid coffee,
Oh. That
which
doesn't-
will smell. It will smell like if you take a sniff, it will smell like you are waking up from just his breath alone. So you'll
Atlas,
know
you
if
see
he's
someone
been
walking
drinking.
up to not Merlin, Ezra.
I see. Okay.
Alright.
Wait, James,
Ezra,
what
you
were
hear
you
someone
saying?
walk up to you.
I turn around to see who it is.
Well, as you turn around, they go to bite you. And they miss.
I'm going to crash tackle them.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to crash tackle them.
Okay.
Raging because someone did that. So. Oops.
Good mark, yes.
Alright.
That is
You hit.
a 16. So I crash tackle them.
Yep.
Alright, they're on the ground. I would like to roll another athletics to keep them restrained.
Yep.
That's a little
13.
lower, but I mean, hey,
11, sorry.
13. 11, yeah.
Alright. You get them on the ground. Ezra, someone just tried to bite you. Now they've been pinned to the ground.
Yeah.
Their eyes look lifeless.
Wait, their eyes look.
Lifeless.
Oh.
It's the snake's wife. She's become a necromancer to take vengeance upon her dead husband.
Oh god.
Interesting that you assumed it was alive.
I mean, can I like Wait, Atlas took him down, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lifeless creature on the ground.
Can I use like detect magic?
Sure. You cast Detect Magic. There is a necromancy spell currently active.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
It appears
Well, I'll
anyone
tell
who
Ash.
Wait
Oh,
a minute.
How much does I...
Wait a minute.
No, that's identified, never mind. Alright, so it just appears that there's a necromancy spell active.
Oh, I think I just realized something, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I'm gonna
really
tell
not-
Atlas that this person's been well, magic is on this person, and it's in a necromancy spell. Don't know which one, but
Necromancy.
is there a way we can, I don't know, remove it?
I'm not the spell guy. I'm just the guy who came from the future that seems to know a little more about coffee than an alchemist.
Man, you sound real bitter about him saying he's not going to take advice from a barbarian.
Oh, no. I'm just bitter in general after finding out that someone who is in power here caused the downfall of a society.
Yeah.
Like, I can't exactly cause like some sort of thing that will cause him to die here because he'll just come back.
I'll give you guys a chance to talk
Unless
about
you
this, and I'll
can-
be right back.
Anyway, so we have got this is meta. We have got most likely an undead. The best thing you can do is use detect evil and good. If you smell foulness from this creature, just destroy
Oh,
it.
you mean divine sense?
Divine sense, yeah. If you
Okay.
if it smells foul, just smite it and get some XP.
Alright,
I
I'll
mean-
use divine sense.
Okay, this whole area appears to be consecrated.
What does that mean?
It means there is magic all over the place here. Like, this whole area has had some high-level magic infused into it.
Oh.
Some high
Yes,
level.
but divine
like,
sense. So divine sense
doesn't
though is
devi-
where
doesn't
it's
detect
just like
magic, it
evil
detects-
smells. Evil smells as like rotten eggs, and
Divine
good
sense, the presence
is
of strong
like
evil. So yes, you're able to tell that it is a zombie, but it also lets you know if the area has been hallowed by either consecrated or desecrated, and it appears this place has been consecrated.
Okay.
so. If it's being consecrated, then why is there a desecrated creature here?
That's a good question.
I look at the zombie. Aren't they meant to be? Kill it. I'm going to go get Jack. You kill this one, and I just let go and sprint.
I smite it.
Right, let's hope you hit it while it's on the ground.
If not, can I just do my normal attack?
Because it's on the ground.
He
and it's
has
prone.
advantage.
Does that mean he's got advantage because it's prone?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Please roll a natural
Fingers
20.
crossed.
Wait, what do I need to roll?
Roll your attack twice.
Roll your attack twice. You have advantage.
So all you've got to do is click on the
Okay.
attack thing and it should do it for you. Okay. Good thing you don't have disadvantage, otherwise, well, Atlas would be getting hurt.
Otherwise, that's
27, that's a hit.
I mean, I let go of
Okay.
it and start.
And then I am smiting this person, so that's my normal damage. And then smite.
Yeah. It gets vaporized.
Cool.
Well, once I get to Jack's door, I'm going to start pounding on it.
Okay. Jack rushes over to it. What do you want? What is it?
Well, we just had to kill a zombie. How do we know if there is a horde that is not too far away?
Shouldn't be a horde coming for another couple weeks.
Yes, well, we just found one. Are they usually stragglers? Because we found one and we've just wiped it off the map.
Occasionally. We've only had a few cases of some running into town on occasion, but that was a while back now.
No, tried to bite Ezra. Now, I don't want to be the conspiracy theorist here, but do you think that Crimson might also be a necromancer?
Well, I guess it's possible, but I doubt
That's
it.
a joke. That's a joke, considering that Ezra's the one that pissed off Crimson. Anyway. So, we did just
He
find a
started
single
it.
zombie.
Yeah, just a single one. Okay, so single one.
I just thought I would alert you to this.
Well, thank you. I will have people
Just
take
in
a look at
case this was going to be...
And you see that he
just in
pretty
case
much grabs a gold stone and basically whispers something into it.
Right. Anyway, I may have caused the alchemist to start panning the river, except she doesn't know what she's doing, and she told me that she's not taking advice from me. So, just don't worry about her. She seems a little bit... it is a her, right?
Yeah, it's a her.
Yeah. So don't worry about her if she seems like she's running out of business. I've already given her some advice, and she said that she's not going to take it. Oh, I also found this black stone.
He looks at you like you're a bit crazy when you say
stone.
her going out of business. Oh, Blackstone. Can I take a look at that?
Well, yeah, I hand him the stone.
He takes a stone, noticing that it's much heavier than it probably should be. Huh.
Is Ed in that place?
You haven't seen Ed today.
As well? Right. Jack, do you know where Ed has gone, or has he sworn you to secrecy or something?
Well, you wanted to do something here, so he said he was going to go get allies.
Ah. Alright, well, I wish him luck. If he returns safely. Otherwise, we might find him sunburnt somewhere again. Oh, and I pull out this very small piece of gold. We're in business.
He holds up a gold coin and says, "Yes, we are."
I didn't expect you to have a coin on hand. Anyway, somewhere up this river, I should be able to find more gold.
Oh, okay.
And then we can set up a gold mine, and that will be where we should probably set up a settlement. Or, well, we will, being me, Ezra, Echo, and Merlin. You, of course, have this place to deal with, and then we send the stuff back to this town, slowly build up its wealth, which will mean that it will upgrade into a city. You get more people, which means more voting power, which means you get more power. It's a win situation for all of us.
I see.
Oh, and considering that we'll have a settlement, we'll have to defend it from things. So it might be very thoughtful if you could give us a heads up if there might be a horde coming towards us so that we can deflect it.
Understood.
This is meta talk for a second. The plan is, and I hope everyone's on board with this, is that whilst we are setting up the next settlement, we are going to get more powerful. This settlement will be a satellite settlement of Jackville. We'll all need to think of a name for this settlement, by the way. We could call we could call it Echo Settlement.
Hey, Name it after the bar. That's actually probably the best idea. Name it after the most charismatic person in the party.
Yep. Then we set up. An inn there, which will be called Echo's Inn. So that when Echo is at the satellite area, which
So
will
when
eventually become a
Echo
village,
is in, because then when
it's
Echo
going
is
to
in, he will be in.
Yeah. All right. Who's happy with that idea for the settlement being called Echo?
I'm cool with that.
Yep.
All right.
And Echo not know what to think.
All right. Settlement. Also,
He'll
if
be
we,
confused.
I'm thinking calling the settlement Echo, as it is going to be a satellite settlement of Jackville. What do you think?
Is it going to bring in money?
I'm saying this to Jack. It should bring in money because it will be the mining settlement, which will
Then
bring
call it whatever you want.
the materials back here. Rightio. I offer my hand. I offer to. Well, I put the 13 pounds of silver into the water bowl again, and I hand him the gold ore. Well, tomorrow I shall be doing one last panning. Of course, I do not know what's going to happen with Tara, because I don't think Tara wants much to do with me at the moment. But yeah. I then ask, do you know what this Blackstone is that you're currently so infatuated of?
I'll look into it.
Alright.
It could be something special.
Well, if it is, then this place is going to get a lot more money then.
Wouldn't that be
The
something?
better materials that we can find, the better stuff. We need to make sure that we have all the legal papers to say that this is owned by Jackville and whatnot. Is that something that can be set up? Because if anyone else tries to take it, they have technically no legal backfire, do they?
Well, really, if someone strong enough decided they wanted, they could probably take it. There'd be nothing we could do about it.
Right. Well, that brings the next problem. Crimson coming back and taking this place for herself.
I don't think she'd be too interested in doing that. She's not the person
Right.
who sort of likes to run things. She's more of the give me money and I'll go spend it.
Right, so she would be coming back here when this place becomes rich and saying, give me money or I'll punch you.
Pretty much.
Except when she comes here and she demands the money, she'll be beat the shit out of by 4 of us. Or 5 of us if you're game to join in. The point is that if she wants to cut in, she's got to put in the work.
I see. Well,
You may have noticed that I've stopped being nice towards anyone who works with Ash.
fair enough. We teach their own.
You don't exactly die. You don't exactly die thinking you're going to die because someone else made a purposeful mistake. When you find out that someone did kill you or caused your death, you tend to get rather mad.
Well,
Anyway,
yes, this is true.
what would we have to do to set up a settlement, Jack? What sort of paperwork needs to be done?
Well, it will begin. So to begin, it would cost probably 10,000 gold.
Okay, so first we've got to find a way to get 10,000 gold, which means we have to find Well, a sizable amount of gold. If we find, say, 25 pounds of gold in one area, we can set up maybe a small camp and then try mining there for a bit. Could also look for other materials there. Bring any materials back. What's the net worth of this town?
Oh, I think collectively we have about 1.1 million gold.
Right. So would you be able to, say, loan that gold if we were to find the amount that was required and pay you back over
I would
time
say
through
that
taxes?
80% of the town's wealth comes from the alchemist.
Well, the alchemist is about to get a lot more business thanks to the red stuff that I found. So do you think that you could? So do you think you could fix us up with a loan and we can pay it back through taxes?
Sure.
And the appropriate, say, 25% cut. And then another cut that goes to the town anyway. 25 going per. You know what's going on here.
Oh,
Some
yes.
of it goes back to the satellite. Some of it goes to you. Some of it goes to the town, and the rest goes into our wallets.
Sounds
What's a
good
wallet?
to me.
Fuck.
It sounds ridiculously corrupt.
I just love that thing at the end. Wait a minute, what's a wallet?
So, Mo,
I made that joke because some people here probably don't know what a wallet is
yeah.
as their characters.
Heyo.
You know.
So, Merlin, you're offered another cup of coffee.
Merlin declines and says, I'll rest up for
Okay.
a couple of hours and come right back.
So, you're going to walk back to your place?
Yep.
Okay, so you're on your way to the inn. And on your way there, you pass out. Actually, no, I need a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
There's a good chance I'll need 2, but 1 should do it. Yeah, you pass out.
Okay, I'm no longer doing those rolls. I'm just doing the R/. Or the /R. Ezra, where's Ezra's supposed to be my babysitter? Where's Ezra?
Surely I must have arrived by now.
Yeah. You were with...
Yeah.
You would have. Yeah.
Okay. If I see Merlin pick up a single drink, I am knocking it out of her hand and then giving her water.
Well,
Is
Merlin had left
Yeah.
after declining. So I assume that you guys followed... Oh, you followed Merlin out
Yes.
because he was heading to his place? And on his way there, he pretty much
Yes.
collapsed.
I will pick him up and then take him back to the
He's
room.
covered in a cold sweat.
Still gonna pick him up.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I think I know what this is.
I'm gonna feel for his pulse.
It's racing.
Play on hands.
Oh yeah, true.
That only fixes words.
Oh wait a
Yeah,
minute, that's right.
actually-
I'm thinking of lesser restoration. Oh, hold on, what?
Actually, no. He
Alternatively,
can
you can expend 5 hit points to remove 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison affecting them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, do that, Ezra.
I'll do that.
Alright. Are you neutralizing his disease or poison?
Poison.
Okay. You neutralize the caffeine poisoning.
Let's go.
This is a good start.
Merlin, you
Yep.
wake up and then you pass out again.
Oh.
Hey, I'm awake. Melvin
Uh.
immediately wakes up and passes out again.
How it gotta
Love
be.
Question is, what's going to happen to the alchemist?
Oh, she is probably already dead. She probably took another sip and she's on the floor right now. The only person who can save her was the person who told her to stop drinking it. And if she's not taking my advice, then we might have a problem. Oh,
There's also the chance that she's just
thing-
used to that.
You know,
now that I think about it, I probably would have told Jack. Also, Jack, you might want to send people out to go check on the alchemist every now and again. If she's on the floor, let's hope someone knows what they're doing to remove toxins from the body, because she may end up accidentally poisoning herself to death. So if she is your main money drive, you might want to make sure that she is still alive.
He's a little amused by that. Someone trying to actually hurt the alchemist, that would be the day. But he does send someone, just in case you're right.
No, that's not the point. The point is that she is drinking a massive amount of caffeine, and from where I
then
came
he
from,
immediately just tells the person to not worry about it. They'll be fine.
why will she be fine?
It's a good thing Merlin has been training under her, so he can take her place if need be.
Jack, why will she be fine?
Well, she invented the substance.
Does she know how to use it safely?
Of course.
Well, then you've got to tell me then. If from where I'm from, drinking what was it? Just 2 liters of coffee. I don't know how much they've drunk, but just 2 liters of certain amount of grams. I think it was 100 grams. And pure caffeine at that is even less. The point is that can cause your muscles to degrade, and that will kill
That
her.
can cause people from our world's muscles to decay.
Is she also a celestial?
No.
Right. I still don't trust it. It's still caffeine.
Yeah, you are welcome to not trust it. You've barely been here for a year now. I don't expect you to understand everything. I'm still adjusting myself. But I've learned, as a rule of thumb, don't assume that something works the same way as it did in our world.
Alright, but if she winds up dead in a couple of days and no one's checked up on her,
then we've got bigger problems than that.
I love how Jack's like, don't assume everything here works like in our world. Merlin over wherever he's staying. I beg to disagree.
well, maybe she's a UNT.
The big point is that
maybe she might.
Caffeine obviously doesn't have the adverse effects on the people of Celestia as it does on the people of wherever we're all from.
Where from Earth?
Probably,
yeah, most likely.
from
different times of Earth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it, Jeff.
All right. Maybe else
right now. No.
Right.
As long as you're good with knowing that we will have a silver gold, maybe also a red crystal mine. We'll have quite a few items coming out that will help the alchemist, as long as the alchemist stays alive.
All right. Meanwhile, over with Ezra, you've taken Merlin and put him in a room, I assume.
Yep.
All right. Doing anything else?
I used lay on hands on him again.
All right.
See if he can get out of unconsciousness. I'll put 3 hit points onto him.
Merlin, you can wake up if you want to, but you do have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Hey, Ezra.
Hello.
I'm
Are
going to
you
go
okay?
to... I'm fine. I just need to sleep.
Yeah, and here's a glass of water.
Thanks. Can you check up on the alchemist?
Merlin, the water tastes wrong.
I mean, I mean, considering what Merlin's been drinking, I wouldn't be shocked.
I'm more worried about something else.
I'm fairly sure
I'm
I know what you're
wondering what
worrying
that
about, and I'd be worried about that as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message you that question.
I think I kind of realize what you might be worried about. Merlin's just not going to drink anymore, and he's just going to go to sleep after he asks Ezra to check up on the alchemist.
Okay.
Yep.
Thought so. No, wait, you're saying yep to them? I'm thinking of something else.
I think I have an idea what you're worried about, and I am worried about it as well.
Ethan? And I'm sure you're thinking of the same thing.
Probably.
I will say to Jack that I'd like to draw up this contract at some point. Under Echo's name, because I'm pretty sure that the only person that hasn't the only person that hasn't pissed off Crimson fully in some way is Echo, and Atlas doesn't want to deal with Echo. I'm not Echo.
Atlas
Crimson.
at all. Yeah, Crimson.
Because if he has to deal with Crimson, the only way he's dealing with Crimson is asking Crimson one question before snapping her neck several times until she's level 1. And then getting Melon to stab her in the back.
Which should be very therapeutic for Merlin.
Yes.
Hold on, what? I don't know what you guys were talking about. I zoned out there for a minute, and then I just kept hearing Merlin.
Gonna be getting Echo over with setting up a contract so that right now it's looking that it's going to be 10,000 gold loan to fund Echo settlement. To pay that
Echo
back,
Phil.
to start off with, we'll be sending we'll be giving 25% directly back per pound. 25% of profits made per pound of gold straight back to Jacksville. And if that is the same thing, if it's the same amount as what it says in the D&D book, which probably not, that's
1 pound is about 50 gold coin.
Yeah, so that 1 pound that I pulled out to show him, he gave me like a huge down payment, but I mean, hey, whatever. Divided by 4, so if we get 25% per pound, that's that's 12.5 gold per pound, and if we're pulling out enough gold, we should pay that off within the first like 3 or 4 days, if all goes well.
By the way, how much XP and like how long did Merlin work for? Like a day?
About 34 hours.
I'm yet to find out how much I got paid for panning. I'm probably going to get paid like a single XP for panning.
How much XP did Merlin get for the, what was it, 36 hours?
It should have been 25 or 30 XP. Looks to be 30 XP.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, that kind of sucks, but oh well.
I've suddenly got the police's SOS stuck in my head. And all I can imagine is that that was the song that was being played while Atlas was panning.
So at the moment, it
Echo's
looks
just
like
like, I will
Jack's still
wait
counting
until
out the
my
gold
people.
for the second day, and for the most part, that's going to take him a while because he's actually got to look at a few different things, as well as he have the tax.
Yep. So once I can, I'd like to draw up a contract with him, saying 25 to go straight back to Jackville. That's on top of whatever tax he would like to put onto that gold as well, so that there would be, because we'll get pocket. All four of us are going to get pocket, and we will be able to pay our miners, but we will also have to pay tribute to this area so that this area can grow, because we might be sending gold through this area, but we also have to send wealth through this area so that it accompanies that gold.
Yeah.
Because we will also need to set up a business. So we'll probably, we could call our business Atlas Incorporated because we're basically mining, which Atlas is Greek for, is a Greek, I think it's Greek,
For the world.
a Greek titan.
Yeah, he's the one that's holding up the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, holding up the world. And frankly, that seems like a great logo and name for this world, and it will garner a lot of attention from a lot of people who want to fuck the riches. I feel like you don't expect this sort of thing, and you're laughing both in fear and in amusement as we are finding continuous ways to level up through non-combat. Just like, can you just go do combat, please? I've already sent you like a whole heap of zombies. You could have teleported to Celestia any moment. Now I've got this like other thing that's coming, and it's like you guys have to go to Celestia at some point, right? Right? Nope. Ain't going near that shit. Ain't touching it with a 52-inch pole. Sorry, 52-foot pole.
I was gonna say 52 inches, whilst big, is not gonna keep us safe.
You know,
Yeah.
we definitely need to get Merlin leveled up because with conjure animals, we could actually save on miners. To pay.
We'd
I
still
mean,
have
it
to
might
get
not.
workers
Well,
to sift through.
I mean, yeah, sure, but I
what
mean
you do
that's
is you
less
look for
people.
giant lizards instead, and you conjure giant lizards up. Because if you conjure giant lizards up, then we'll have the Underdark equivalent of horses, which means we'll be able to move carts around underground, which means we'll be able to move more stuff around underground.
Oh,
Man,
that's a good idea.
I can't wait for us to like mine a certain depth, and then be the unfortunate ones that cause the end of the world because we end up breaking the barrier between, like the surface and the Underdark, which probably exists in this world. If it doesn't, then I mean, cool. But if it does, we'll cause the end of the world because purple worms will suddenly appear, and dear God.
We end up being the one to wake up the purple worms.
Considering that the deepest gold mine in the world is like 4 kilometers deep, I place my bets on a very real chance that will be the case.
I mean, it would
If
have
I'm not
happened
mistaken,
already.
the Underdark is about 200 kilometers down.
Really?
Oh,
I
and
thought it
I need to
was-
check
in,
that.
I thought- yeah,
So we should be fine, right?
we should be fine, right?
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 Our miners fall into like a drow settlement. All of our miners and
40
our
miles deep.
slaves. 40 miles, which is what? Isn't that like a?
I think 20 kilometers.
It's
No, it's
about
more
60
than that.
kilometers.
Oh, really?
We should be
What the hell
fine.
was I? What the hell am I thinking of?
Yeah, it's 64 kilometers. So we would only be scratching a slight surface of an area. So if there is an Underdark of this world, then we're not going to touch it anytime soon.
Unless someone does something stupid that makes the hole drastically deepen.
Q Group 2.
No. If we accidentally hit something if we accidentally hit something and turns out that we also find a salt mine, we might end up causing a huge hole. If you heard about that one disaster in America where a oil rig accidentally hit a huge deposit of salt, not oil rig, a salt rig hit a huge deposit of salt, and water started rushing it in. Well, some sort of rig did. It caused a freshwater lake to become a saltwater lake and reversed the flow of water for days. It was bringing salt water in from like kilometers away. And it used to only be like 12 meters deep in some locations, and at deepest I think like 30, and now it's well over 300. Point is you don't say that something drastic happens. You prepare for anything.
Yeah.
How bad can I be?
How bad can I be? I'm just building the economy. How bad can I be? Look at me petting this puppy.
Immediately shows him petting Echo.
Why Echo?
Because Echo is our mascot. Echo is our mascot.
So Atlas, what else are you doing for that day?
You typically...
What's this?
So you get the contract written up?
Yeah. Which will be something I'd like to do with you either after session or sometime later.
Yep, feel free to write it up in your Atlas chat whenever. And then I assume you're going into
Yep.
the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merlin, you wake up,
Wait
you've
a
got
minute,
one level of
didn't-
exhaustion.
So, wait a minute. How long did Merlin sleep?
You slept 8 hours.
Huh. Okay, time to sleep another 8 hours.
You kind of want that coffee stuff again.
Nope, I'm just gonna ignore it.
Make a
I was
intelligence or charisma saving.
I'm gonna go with intelligence.
Well, as much as I don't want you to fail, I'd find it funny if you did.
Yep, you're able to resist the urges and go back to sleep.
Yay!
Alright. Everyone else, you wake up.
Screw you, addiction.
Except for you, Echo, you don't really sleep.
Yeah. I just sort of boot back up. Or once I see enough people milling about, I stop being inactive.
Oh hell, I need to bring Echo over to the alchemist's place and have him start working. He can just continue and not even need the coffee.
I still do get tired.
Oh.
It's just more the fact that I be in my long rest is an inactive state. I'm aware of everything I'm aware of what's happening around me. But that's my long
So let me
rest.
check. Fairly sure as a construct you don't need to sleep.
Eberron. Oh, you treat Warforges as proper sort of constructs. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep, you don't require sleep.
Okay, so my long rests are solely to just get all of my class stuff back then.
Yeah, your rest is just you're not doing anything difficult.
When
Okay,
everyone's when all the other flesh bags have to go through Warlock Pack of the Tome to get back to the moon so that they can do light activities for their long rest and not need to sleep, you're sitting there laughing in Warforge.
So
Still
Echo,
needing to sleep properly, so then I can get all of my like bardic inspirations and spell slots and health back.
So
Do you actually need
Echo,
to sleep? I thought you just sort of sat there for like 8 hours doing light
6
activities.
hours. Yeah,
6 hours?
in active state, meaning I'm either sitting or just standing or laying there, but I'm aware of what's
That's
going
like
on around me.
I'd like to imagine you just standing there. We get our own house at some point.
And I just stand
Melon.
in the foyer.
Merlin comes home from a long day of whatever Merlin does. He opens the door and he closes the door and he turns and he sees that you're just standing in front of the door. You're just standing behind the door and he sort of jumps back. He's like, God fucking damn it! I hate when he does this.
Walks into the middle of the
Then
house
I
and just
end up-
powers down.
I end up just using Echo as like a coat rack.
Just find like when you go for your coats and stuff, they're on the ground when he wakes up.
So Echo, I think when Merlin wakes up, he's probably going to ask you to come to the alchemist place and help.
I mean, there's a good chance that Echo's probably back keeping Atlas company again, unless Atlas doesn't want it. Because either way, he's going to be practicing his bard stuff still.
Well, I'm just writing out the contract at the moment.
Yeah.
Ezra, what are you doing today?
I will ask.
Training for 8
I
hours?
will ask Jack. I will ask Jack if 10% tax would be good enough in his eyes. Would that be enough for to go back to the city?
Celestial City charges 12.5%.
Well, this isn't going to them. This is going to because this is a satellite settlement, which means it's part of Jackville.
Yes, and then any money generated by Jackville has to go to Celestial City. Well, 12.5% of it.
So 12.5. So if we make it that 15%, then 2.5 goes back to the village. So if we make it 20%, that should be enough because we'll be getting 25% back after 800 pounds of gold. So I'm doing this all in the expectation that James is not going to screw us over by saying, "Oh, no. It seems like even though you were correct about how to prosper about this, it appears that you are not capable of getting the gold. Oh no, you're in debt." Which in that case, I'd probably sit there and be like, yeah, in that case, I'd probably sit there and be like, all right, well, looks like we're going to go take over Jacksonville. Meta.
Hello?
But,
Hello.
I am back.
hi. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello, back. I'm Echo.
Where's
Okay.
Ezra?
Gonna.
So it's day 3.
Damn.
Ezra, what are you doing?
Wait, because I was gone, but I was going to check on the alchemist.
Okay. So you checked on the alchemist and they're still going at normal.
Alright. Have fun with more caffeine, and I'm gonna go back to training.
Yeah. So you go rest and then go back to training, and that's what you're doing for the first 8 hours of day 3.
Yep.
Atlas, what are you doing?
Actually, can I make it 16 hours?
Sure.
that
You only
incur
need
a
8 hours though,
level of
for it to count towards the training.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Oh, I thought if you
Alright,
did like
so
16 hours, you could do it in half the time or something.
is there a way to get proficient in sleight of hand with how much I'm doing it?
Well, after about a month, you would gain proficiency in shifting.
It does. Shifting, which would be a sleight of hand.
Well, it would only be when you're using it for shifting.
Right. So
that still
in
has
that
its uses
case,
because if when you want to stealthily move stuff around,
yeah. I guess I'd grab Echo and be like, if you would like to join me again, I'm going to do another 8 hours up and down the river. Do I see more
Sure,
people at the river now?
So there's about 25 people spread throughout the river.
Alright. I look at Echo. Look, she said she didn't want to listen to me, so I'm not going to tell them anything. Just let them get paid for
searching a
moving
spot that
soot.
you've already done.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're doing the right idea by going to places where haven't been checked.
of course, but
They're
we're
gonna
going
get
even
probably
further
next
out
to
this
nothing.
time. Further up the river.
Oh, okay. I'll try and keep an eye out for things then, while I'm playing
yes.
my drum.
You're sitting there playing a drum. I can feel it coming in the air tonight as we get shot by an arrow. Oh Lord!
It's a good thing that Echo's isn't much for one for singing. He just plays the drum.
And then when we start getting rained upon by arrows,
Arrow goes
alright.
through the drum. That was my favorite drum. Tried
Terminator.
to do with my
Now-
only drum.
I was beating the drum. Now I'm beating you. Alright, so same thing as before, 4 rolls.
With bardic inspiration, if you would like them.
Yep. At 14.
I gotta tell
Nice
ya, everyone's been killing it with the jokes today.
I'm going to roll the bardic inspiration and the D20 separately and see what happens.
That's why I always roll the guidance separately.
Oh my god! So that is a 27 because I'm not proficient in sleight of hand.
Oh my
That was
god.
so close. Okay. Keep rolling.
Oops. I guess I'll roll the bardic inspiration for both of those. So that's a 9 and that's a 17. Alright, so that's 14, 27, 9 and 17.
Alright. You find about... how much would that be?
Which is that nat 20? It's just like I find like a single piece of platinum and I'm just sitting there just like, oh no. I think I have. No, I find a nugget of platinum in the river and I'm just like, oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear God. I'm just running back. Everyone just sees me running back with a nugget in hand like I'm a football player. Out of the way.
with Echo trying to run behind is like, what's wrong?
You find what appears to be silver dust all over the bottom of a section of a river.
Right. I will try and scoop that up and put it and I guess I'll just have to I'll let me see what I can do. Travel explorer's pack, shield, traveler's clothes, robes, healing kit, water skin, whetstone, blanket, compass. Kit I'm going to use as no, not the blanket.
I was just
Not
gonna
the
ask:
robes.
is my drum one of the kinds that have like an open bottom, or are both sides
No,
covered?
both sides are covered.
Okay. Because if only one side was
I'm the king
covered,
of
then
the
I
rumba
could.
beat.
Because then I could offer it to like. Because then I could offer it, so then you'd be able to put like whatever you're not sure of being able to carry properly.
How big
into
is the
that.
silver dust? Would it be able to fit in a bag, or would it fall through the bag somehow?
It's very, very, very fine.
It's very fine.
Like, just
I'm gonna
trying
tell
to
Echo
just
to,
stepping there's puffing it up, and some of it's getting blown away. Not very much, but some of it.
and this is what I find while pounding.
You only noticed it while panning because you pretty much stood on the stuff.
And it's lighter than water.
Not lighter
And
than
air.
water. So it's heavier
It's
than
just
water.
really
It's
fine.
just really fine, so that when it gets stirred up, some of it just gets blown
It
away.
goes everywhere. Yeah.
Alright. So what is this? What hour is this into?
This is pretty much hour 6.
Hour 6. So it's not this isn't the nat 20. This is the unlucky 9.
I didn't tell you what
Ooh.
order they were occurring in.
Oh, I thought they were occurring in how I roll. Alright. Alright, Echo, go back to town. I hand you 200 golds. Go get me several jars. Not several jars. Grab me a bag and some jars that we can fill silver dust into.
Okay.
So you have 200 gold on you, and come back here.
All right. Echo will go to. He does ask you, where would I be going for the jars? Because I think I could just get the...
General store, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, get everything from the general store then. How many jars exactly do you want?
How big is the area with the silver in it?
About 40 feet by 20 feet.
40 feet by 20 feet. How many jars could fit in a single backpack?
8? 16 maybe?
8? 16 maybe. I'm gonna take the generous offer and go for the 14 then in there. Get a big
Okay,
bag,
so-
get 14 jars.
Okay. Yeah, Echo goes to find the general store.
Alright. So you arrive at the
I'll
general
be
store.
right back.
What can I do you for, adventurer?
I would like about. Do you sell reasonably big bags and jars?
Shows you a giant sack. Yeah, we sell
Yeah.
sacks and jars. Are we talking glass jars?
How many-
Stone jars?
Which are the least likely to? It'd take me a bit longer to get back if I take the glass jars. What do you think would be the best kind for holding dust?
Dust? Well,
Yeah.
metal jars normally. We have a
and
few
you
of
don't have
those if
any,
you'd
do you?
like. It's just rare that people buy
Okay.
them.
Do you have 14 of them?
We have 25.
I'd like 14 metal jars then.
Alright.
I might come back eventually to get the other
So
11.
these jars are made out of copper.
Okay.
Each one will cost you 15 gold each.
Okay, 15 times. Is it possible to go down to 13 gold per
Roll
copper
persuasion.
per jar?
Where I got it up. 19.
Yeah, we can do 13.
Cool.
Alright, I'm back. Wait, hold up. What has Nathan posted?
And how much for the sack along with it?
The sack, 5 gold.
Deal. I hand over him 200 gold.
Alright.
And then I'm going to put the jars. I probably should have checked how many I could actually fit in there, but I'm going to see if I can fit all 14 into the sack.
The sack can definitely fit 14.
Okay.
The sack's about as big as Ezra.
I'm pretty sure with
Okay,
that
so
nat
it's,
20.
so it's actually huge. So it's actually quite big.
I'm pretty sure with that high 27, whatever we get, I'm sure I will be getting my money back. So, you know, this is well worth it.
Yeah. I'm just debating as to whether to, seeing as it could effectively fit Ezra in it, I'd be able to get the
And I'm
other 11 metal
7'1".
jars. Yeah, I would be able to get the other 11 jars. Just debating whether we're would 14 be
Better
enough?
to be it would be better to be
Yeah.
over prepared than under prepared. And remember,
Yeah.
I can lift pretty much any weight as long as I'm angry.
Yeah, Echo does the. First, he sees whether he can actually lift the sack with the 14 jars in
The
there.
jars are fairly light.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when they're full that
Yeah.
they'll be heavy.
Yeah. Would you go 13 gold per the rest 11 as well?
Sure. That'll be 330 gold all up.
Okay. Yeah, I just pass it to him. I give him the gold. Wait.
Didn't Atlas only give you 300?
Yeah. He gave
I only
me
gave you
200.
200.
He gave me
Yeah.
200, but I have money of my own.
Alright. Cool.
You
hand him
better
the
tell
money, he
Atlas
hands you the
this,
sack.
because otherwise Atlas will not know.
So I am now.
How does everyone think per pound of gold that 25.5 gold goes into the miners fund? So that's 25% of any pound that they get will go into the pay for the miners.
I mean, it will give them incentive to keep working properly.
Meanwhile, for the rest of us, we will get 30% of the profit. And once the 25 per pound has been paid off, we will be getting 55%.
Oh.
So we will be which will mean we will be making at least 25 gold per pound. And if this gold mine is successful enough,
not only successful enough, but we also got to really hope that it's quite rich.
We could then. Well, that's how it works. If it's successful enough.
Yeah. Sorry.
Once we pull enough out, we might also then be able to give another 5% back towards Jackville, which will increase its amount. So we will still get 50%. Our miners get 25%. We get and Jackville gets 25%, which it then out of that 25% pays the 12.5% tax, which leaves it 7.5% of gold, which would per pound, which is a huge amount when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because right now they're getting 45% and we're getting 30%, but soon we'll be getting 55% and they'll get 20%. and then we'll negotiate if they get an extra 5 or not. Because I mean, Jack's pretty cool with what he's already getting. I think he's pretty happy with the deal.
Yeah.
As long as he gets the 10,000 gold back, I'm pretty sure he's fine with whatever else we get for him. Because if he gets a new income for this village, and this place goes from a village to more of a town, and then eventually a city, he's going to hold a lot of voting power, which is something I'm pretty sure Jack is quite excited for.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he really enjoys the idea of holding power, and I mean, is it so wrong that he will be sort of corrupted because we will be his biggest benefactors, so he will want to probably do stuff that help us? Will it be so wrong that he would be corrupt? I'm sure it's fine, right, guys? Right?
We're the good
We are-
guys. It's okay for them to be corrupt for us.
James is starting to kill it with the memes. I am the Senate. Not yet. These are visions of grandeur, but every time that I've ever had visions of grandeur for D&D, it's always come crumbling down. Either through A, lack of planning, or B, the DM was just like, I want an action-based game. So, I'm hoping this isn't an action-based game.
I had visions of grandeur in the Tuesday campaign, and then Ezra came along with his wizard.
Well, that's okay, because guess what? We don't have a wizard.
Me just passively throwing shade at Ezra.
I mean, if we do get a wizard, I will make it very clear that they are not to fuck up. Anyway, so far we're looking at. So far we're getting we're getting 30% now. After we find about 800 pounds of gold, which 800 pounds. Not how to do percentage. Is it times and then divide, or is it divide then times?
Divide 100 times whatever the percentage is.
Yeah, so did you say divide or times first?
Can be either.
800 times 50, so times 100 divided by what? 800.
No, the 100 needs to be divided, but so what's the percentage?
Percentage 30. So we're looking at 30% of 800 pounds, which
so
is 800 pounds
100 times
50. So, no, because we're looking at the gold value first.
So it would be times 50, divide 100, times 30.
So you're going to have to run that by me one more time because you keep going faster than my simple simian mind can go.
So how much gold is initially?
50.
Alright, so it's 50 times 50? Because it...
50 times 50, and then divided by 30. Yeah?
So, how much gold is there to start with in pounds?
So it is 50 gold for 1 pound.
Yeah, 50 gold coins, but I'm talking about how many pounds is there initially?
1 pound. Well, so it's 800 pounds payoff to start off with. I used to be good at maths, I swear I was. But then high school happened and they dropped me back down to like shit all maths. I was learning how to do percentages when I left primary school. High school came around and they're just like, you know what, here's takeaways, pluses, and times. And I'm just like, but where's my divides and percentages? And they're just like, you're not smart enough.
So it should start with 800 times 50, then it should be divide 100, then times 30.
Times 50, and then divided by 100 times 30. Alright, so we're looking at a profit for the first 800 pounds of 12,000 gold. And as for the workers, that's quite easy. We just have to take the 12.5 and just times that by 800. The workers are looking at 10,000 gold for their work to start off with.
You know something else we should probably...
Whoa, Nathan, whoa. We're not hurting anyone yet. So yeah, we're looking at so the workers will get about 10,000 gold. So considering that the average worker miner would probably be paid a gold a day, we're looking pretty well if we have let's say 10 to 15 miners to start off with. Should be able to keep that pay going. And we'll eventually make sure that we get enough branches. If our operation gets bigger, we can look at getting more people, but 15 people plus Atlas will be down there too.
So another thing we should probably... Oh, go on.
Should be enough to pull out that amount. Now let's say we generously get £25 of gold out a day. We should have that paid off within a month. And then afterwards we can just leave the workers to keep working.
Alright, Ezra, so you finished your 8 hours of training. Ezra, are you still alive?
Oh, yes, I am alive. Hello?
Hello.
Are you
so
saying
you finished
Ezra?
8 hours of training.
Who's Ezra?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm
Looks
back.
at look at Ezra. Looks at Ezra. Oh, right. We keep forgetting everything.
I actually don't know what else to do. I'll go back to checking the alchemist.
They're still going.
Right.
Okay.
Once Echo's gotten the jars and that, he is going to head almost immediately straight back to Atlas.
So if anyone's wondering, if we split up the amount from £800 before we look at getting increase of 25% to our own 30% cut, after the £800, we're looking at about 2,400 gold, and once we do get the increase, it will just exponentially continue. Of course, we can either choose to give 5% back to the town, which would increase its value, or give 5% more to the workers, keeping them more viable not to steal.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So we've got to choose how we're going to spend our resources, because it's cool to have money going back to our pocket. And I mean, if we're pulling out
I have an idea. One thing we should probably do is once Merlin gets to a high enough level, he can essentially cast plant growth, which will double crop production. So if we can get some farms going, that could save us on food and other things for longevity-wise a good while. We could also start up cash crops and get money that way.
if we stay with the 30% after the 25% has been, after we've paid the 25% off, and we also can get farms going, which would be good because then we can both feed town, our settlement, and feed thing. At what point does a settlement become its own self-sustaining place?
Once it can provide its own food.
Right. So we need to keep sending a massive amount of food back to Jackville so that it continues to stay as a satellite settlement. So that Jackville then has to send its own food back to us, creating a loophole which keeps us from being found as our own village so that we don't have to pay any taxes because everything still goes through Jackville.
Jackville. Yeah.
Which means it's cheaper in the long run for us and for Jackville.
Or we could just actually increase Jackville's farming production.
We could do that too.
You know, that actually might be the more simple way around it.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll do that. If we stay with the 30% and say we get a month worth of minings, leads us to about, let's say, 1,000 pounds of gold. We're looking at each month getting a net profit of 25,000 gold. Sorry, 15,000 gold for ourselves. That means we could increase the workers' pay and give more to. So we could give 5% towards both parties, meaning that the workers would be getting paid the same amount as us originally, but then we have 15% to give ourselves. So then we would have 45%, which would increase our net gain by a heap more. So if I just go back to...
My brain is starting to hurt.
Times that by... James has just reminded me how to do this stuff, so we would get 22,500 gold for all of us, which would be divided up by 5 because party funds. We're looking at about 4,500 for each of us a month if we find a rich gold vein. So
for a little while, had the door ring, so had to go.
Oh, good. I was sitting here talking about the hopes and dreams. The hopes and dreams.
I got back to hear the fact that we can make like 4,000 or so gold a month
so
if we get a good gold
Echo,
mine.
you arrive back with the vial, with the jars.
Yeah. Atlas, I've got some metal jars and a sack to carry them in. Hopefully they're
Good.
not too stuck.
I will.
Echo, do you have mage hand so you can like reach out the jars to him without messing?
I don't think I do have mage hand. I think I have prestidigitation and vicious mockery. Yes, those are the two I have.
You could prestidigitate a 1 foot pole, so that has like a weird cup thing on the end. That's handheld that you can unfold because prestidigitation. As long as it can be held in your hand, and it never specifies. It just says an object, and you can cast that as many times as you want. So you could create one of those like weird scissor hand things that you sort of grasp, and then you hold it out, and then you let go, and it will come back. Anyway, you don't know what that is. Point is,
oh, yeah, you create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that you can fit in your hand and pass until the end of your next turn.
Yeah,
wait, is that with prestidigitation?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my
Believe
god,
it or
I
not,
had no idea.
prestidigitation in, I think it's Adventurers Guild, I have heard that people have tried to use precipitation to blind enemies by creating pocket sand in their hand.
You know, that's fair.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't do Adventurers League.
You could also prestidigitation mud on their face.
It has to be in your hand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And to make
You
them
can't, and
dirty,
I
you'd
think
have
it's
to-
dirty
It
object,
couldn't
not.
be
Yeah.
sand or anything like that, though. It has to be a trinket. Which means
What are
it has to
you
be an
telling
ornate
me
object.
that you telling me that a vial of sand is not a trinket?
You trying to find loopholes now.
I'm not saying I was the one finding loopholes. I'm telling you what other people have found. Do you think me smart?
Yes.
I'm about to sign a contract that's probably going to put us in debt because I'm severely overestimating how nice the DM is. However, I do have some pretty good inside sources that might say differently. One is called Mool and the other is called La. Exactly.
Okay, so what are you doing? You've got the vials now? What are you doing with them? The jars, I should say.
The jars. So I will be scooping up a piece, some of it.
Alright. Roll. Are you gonna do it all as one roll?
Still have one bardic inspiration. Dare I do so?
Yeah. I was just gonna ask, do you want my last bardic inspiration for this?
I'm gonna do more than that. Give me a sec. You give me like less than 5 minutes. Go to someone else for a quick sec because I took up way too much time.
Is anyone else actually doing anything?
Other than training.
I mean, would Merlin be
Literally
awake
not.
now?
Yes, Merlin can be awake now. It is about an hour early, but something else needs to happen.
Yeah.
Literally
I
anything
mean,
else.
would he still have exhaustion?
No, he wouldn't.
That's my main question. Okay.
Actually, if I'm not training, can I just go tend the fields?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm kind of wanting to have Merlin pull an Ezra and go out into the woods to find something.
You go out
So-
to the woods today.
Well, no. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm trying to think, like, what's something in this area that would be, or potentially in this area, like, how much XP would a bear give?
You've got no idea.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
Alright, there we go. It's done. The deed is done.
You know what? I'm just going to have Merlin go back to. I really don't know what I want to have Merlin do.
Alright.
You know what? I'm just going to have.
Like and dislike the sound of that.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, Merlin, you go.
I actually don't.
No, just the sound of James's laugh just then, and him going,
Oh.
alright. I both like and dislike the sound of that.
Oh, he might have rolled something. Anyway, I'm going to have Merlin go over to Jack's house.
Alright. You arrive there and it appears to be empty.
Oh. Well, that sucks. You know what? I'm going to have Merlin go over to the shop, to the general store, and buy a herbalism kit because I completely forgot to buy one.
Alright. Right. You want to buy a herbalism kit?
Yep.
They look you dead
Best
in the eyes.
$3 I've ever spent, I hope,
Wow.
because if this goes wrong, it's going to be a very bad gamble.
Hold on, what did you say, James?
So, that will cost you 225 gold.
Hold on, I gotta see if I have that much.
By the way, the alchemist paid you 10 gold for that 1 day of work.
Okay, I have enough. Screw it, I'm gonna buy it because that's the one kit I'm literally missing.
Alright.
225 was it?
Yep.
Alright, I pay that.
Yeah. Cool. Atlas, you can attempt the roll now.
Okay, do I have inspiration?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Good.
bardic inspiration as well.
Oh, good.
It's my last one of the day. So,
Alright, so first roll +3 to see if see how good this is. Alright, with inspiration. So now /1d6. So 18 plus. So that's at 23 for the total roll.
Alright.
That was sleight of hand, right? I should have asked if it was sleight of
Yeah.
hand again.
You scoop up a vial full, a jar full. Appears to be pure
A jar,
silver.
I thought it was collective.
Pardon?
Alright. I thought it
I'm
was
just
that
starting with
collective
the
roll.
first one.
Ah, okay.
And then you feel a massive pressure of water as it goes downwards. You're now submerged
A
as the
massive
water
pressure.
pulled you down.
Alright, I pull myself out
How?
with my massive strength. I wiggle my foot.
Okay, what are you
up.
going to grab onto? Because it appears like the sky is getting further and further away.
I look over at you at Echo. Echo, am I sinking?
You can't see Echo.
yes.
He's on the shore. Echo, this is what you just saw. You saw Atlas scoop it up, and then you saw him go straight down as all the water rushed in and pushed him down.
Oh, no.
You better get Merlin.
I chuck
He's
the
the
silver.
lifeguard.
I chuck the silver up onto the thing. Was it?
Make an
Wait, how
athletics
heavy
check
is the
with
silver?
disadvantage.
How heavy is the silver?
Oh, it's not about the silver, it's about the water that's covering the silver, and you've got to throw it through that.
In that case, I'm just going to use my strength to get up.
Okay, so what are you grabbing
And the way
onto?
I'm going to
Because
do
you've
that
pretty much
is...
a sinkhole is basically opened up below you, and you're pulled down.
I'm going to use the current of the water that's pulling me backwards. Which is what, 10 feet a second, and I'm going to try and swim with the current.
So at the moment, you're pretty much 20 feet below this. So there was the waterbed before, where everything, where you grabbed the silver. You're now 20 feet below that, as the ground basically fell away below you.
Alright, I know that this is definitely the low roll, guys. This is definitely the low roll, because if Jimis is screwing me over with that 27, I'm going to be ultra mad. All right. So right now I am holding my breath.
Echo would probably go and find like Merlin
So you just run
or
off.
Jack. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. He really doesn't, and he doesn't know. And he doesn't know how long you're going to be able to hold your breath, or if you're even going to get it
I'm
out.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was too funny. The memes, guys.
Nathan, you have inspiration.
Rule the rules. I have. All right. So can't really
Oh my
grab
god,
onto
I
any-
just saw the meme.
I can't really
just-
grab onto anything, but it's a sinkhole.
Swim
It's
for
becoming
your
harder
life.
and harder to see because the silver dust is being stirred up and it's pretty much covering everywhere.
Right. Well, I'm going to attempt to swim upwards.
Alright.
Athletics check.
Yep, with disadvantage.
All right. You mean with a flat roll, right?
Raging.
Yep. I am not dying like this. This is pathetic. This angers me. Alright, I will re-roll again in 6 seconds.
So you're swimming upwards.
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
difficult, but you're doing so. Feels like
Oh,
something's
alright.
pulling on you. You're not sure from where though.
Right.
Roll again.
I'm gonna roll again.
Alright, you make it to the surface. You're gonna pull yourself
I'm
towards
going.
land.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm on
I put the silver.
the fence.
I see Echo just running
No,
off
I'm
the
not.
distance.
Well, the thing is, I'm still on the edge. On the
Oh,
thing is like, would
good.
Echo run off? Would he not? I don't know. He doesn't know
So
what to
Echo's
do in
just
this
currently
situation.
sitting there with like dial-up sounds, and I'm just like, "Would you
Yes.
help?" I kind of feel like something grabs me at the moment.
Echo, this is what you
with that-
saw. You saw Atlas swim up and climb out of the water, and it looks like there's about 10 inches of silver attached to him all over his body.
You have silver all over your body.
No, I'm a gold dragon. Wait, what?
He's shining.
Nathan already has inspiration. That's the big sad for you, isn't it? Guess you're gonna have to use that inspiration right now.
That
Quick,
sounds like
roll
a you
for
problem,
something.
Nathan.
I just realized we have several people in the game right now. We have James D, and DM, and Jolly, and who's Jolly? I haven't seen Jolly.
TC. Wait, that is TC, right?
I think it
Yeah,
is.
Charlie. Yeah, it is TC.
Those two pretty much never log out.
Right.
Ah.
Oh, it is Nathan. That if you're in one of my games, I'd give you inspiration for that. In fact, I'd probably give you a Die of Destiny for that one. Because goddamn, I've done it with Chris before. I can do it with James easily, and I've done it with one of my other DMs where I spent like $30 on a legendary item. That's
That
right.
sounds like
I
bad
spent
decisions to me.
$30 on a
Anyway, so you've made it to land with the silver.
Right. Is it attached to me?
Oh yes.
Like, it's grasping me.
It's almost like it's magnetized to you.
I put the silver dust down.
How?
On the ground.
The vial one?
On
the jar one?
Yeah, the jar one on the ground.
Alright. You've still got the silver dust that's all over you.
Alright. Alright. This is what I'm going to get you to do, Echo. Slowly and carefully jar all of this dust.
Okay.
I'm waiting for all the jars to now be magnetized as I walk back in town with like all these jars attached to me, and they're just like, how are you doing that? Magnetization.
So sorcery.
Oh, I walk over to the alchemist, and the alchemist is just like, I swear you're the most confusing barbarian in the world. You seem to know a lot about things. But, and now look at you. You're currently doing something that sorcerers do. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm trying to think as to whether prestidigitation would probably just.
I'm waiting for
completely.
this like.
So prestidigitation would just completely
Oh, no,
remove
no,
it, like
yeah,
erase it.
jars. Take
Yeah.
the jars.
Echo is
and
going to get.
group them.
Echo is going to follow your instructions, and he is going to be very careful in like scooping of this silver stuff that seems to have just stuck to you.
Oh, actually, hand me the jar. Don't touch this stuff. Just hand me the jar.
Okay.
I'm gonna scoop this stuff off my body. While I do that, Echo, can you check me?
I mean, Echo would just put the jars all in a spot where you can easily get them, just so then,
Alright.
there's
And
no
then
chance.
I
of
will
him
start
accidentally
filling the sack up. First, I have
So
to ask
Echo,
if that is something I can do.
when you pick up the jar, it pretty much all leaves Atlas and goes to you.
Oh no! Empty jar. He's picking up
Ah.
empty jars and
I'm picking up empty jars and then putting the empty jars in a spot where he can easily get them.
All right.
So then there's no real chance of me touching the silver stuff because we don't know what they do. Even though it'd probably be safer for the construct to grab it in case it's somehow slowly suffocating you.
We're getting into
Sure.
Well, right now it's on my body. Hey, look. It's a risk that Atlas has no idea he's willing to take. Not like it's not like this is his first rodeo with close to dying. So can I scoop these off with fresh jars?
Yep. You don't need a roll because it just goes into it.
Cool. How many jars do I get off my body?
You fill all of them, and there's still more room.
Oh, good. Wait,
You
there's
feel
still
all
more on me?
25.
There's still more on me?
Yep. You only got about a quarter.
Right, I'm gonna... Okay. We're going back now. I'm walking in as a silver I make the joke. I went into the waters as a gold dragonborn. I come out silver.
You are now Atlas the Silver.
I mean, it's a step in a different direction. I mean, there was a movie once where there was a person who was in grey, and then when they died, then they came back. They were the white.
You've gained 1 level of exhaustion.
How so?
Well, silver poisoning.
It is silver poisoning. Lovely.
Also doesn't help that you're breathing little bits
Find
in.
me.
Yes. I don't. So I will not feel the effects of this exhaustion until the second level. I hope you know this, because the first level exhaustion is only like based on rolls. The second level is where things actually start, being noticed. So what? This was in hour 6, so we have 2 hours of making my way back to town. Lovely.
With Echo asking from time to time, like, how are you feeling and all that, like.
So do I get a second level of exhaustion? All right. Well, I'm feeling a little bit like crap. Let me try something. I exhale. I exhale fire and see if I can
Okay, roll the
Burn
damage.
whatever the hell's going on. Slash slash R 2. Is it 2d6 or is it 3d6?
I think Dragonborn is 3d6.
It is here. Breath weapon d16. I did not write down the damage because I'm stupid. Dragonborn, here we go.
I still haven't used my breath attack.
Breath weapon.
2d6. It's 2d6 until 6th level, at which point it becomes 3d6. Then 46 and 11, and then 5d6.
And then 5d6.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 at the moment.
2d6. Alright, 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And I continue moving.
Wait a minute. How close
if you're
to town is he when he gets the second level of exhaustion?
He's about halfway there.
So by the time I get there, I will have half movement, which is lovely.
Echo was going to ask, like, if you're not feeling.
What are the other things I got, by the way, James? You never told me the other. You never wrote down all the other things that I got.
Well, I assume it's just sitting back there, or are you gonna have Echo pick it up?
Everything is in my bag.
Alright.
Everything, now that I have this sack, I've got the sack over me as well.
Echo would ask, like, if you want, I can try and get the silver stuff off of you and onto me. If you're so.
I don't think anything bad's happening right now. I am feeling a little sluggish. Maybe I've been working too much. Once we get back, I'm going to have a week off. I think a week would do me. I'll do some light activities. I've done quite a bit lately.
Good
Okay,
idea.
so in that time
I'll do
you
some
came
more
across nothing.
planning on Settlement Echo.
So you came across nothing except for the silver, from the looks of it.
Nothing but silver. My god. Alright, so how much silver?
Well, you've got 25 jars full of silver. Well, silver
Plus
dust.
whatever's on you. Echo.
So the set.
probably just like,
So 17 and whatnot. Alright. Nathan, stop breaking me.
Alright.
Echo would just ask you to just tell him if you start feeling any worse, because if you do, he
I
is going
get
to try
back to town with all of this. How many pounds would you say?
Okay, so there was initially 300 pounds. 1/4 of it was put into jars, so that is 75 pounds. So there is 225 pounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so how much do I have on me all up? Again?
All up? Are you carrying the jar?
Of course. I'm carrying
300
everything.
pounds. Just of pure
300
silver.
pounds. So times that by 5. Times it by 5.
Also, do you think that whatever you fell into is gonna stuff up these people's water?
I doubt it. It will settle again at some point, and we were 2 hours away from this location. With how fast the river was running, I doubt it won't settle before it gets to this location. Plus, it's silver. What's the worst that it could do? As I'm sitting there breathing in fine dust of silver. Oh, good. Not only do I have chest problems, but Atlas will follow me.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Well, you've now got inspiration.
I'm good. Another inspiration.
Alright.
How many inspirations do I get? How many inspirations have I gotten today? Two inspirations for jokes and one for pay to win. Hey,
Okay, so you get back to
Silver,
town.
Atlas.
Ezra, what are you doing? And Merlin, what are you doing?
I am still doing tending the fields and training.
Merlin, let's see. So Merlin would have been leaving Jack's house, and he just would have been kind of standing there thinking of what to do.
Alright, so both of you see a
So-
giant silver reflective thing arriving towards town.
It's this giant
I
monster.
go over. I'm like a fish. I go over towards the shiny thing.
As you're getting closer, Echo's just like, "Oh, quick! I'm shiny."
Ezra, what are you doing?
Just training. There's literally nothing else to do.
So you're not heading
Alright,
over to the shiny
see
thing
it-
that's heading towards town?
Yeah, you don't see a giant, like 200-pound looking shiny silver thing that looks kind of like a dragonborn.
I'll go to that. No, I might lose my voice.
Alright. So you all get over. Well, Merlin, you get there first.
And then you see next to him is Echo. Holy shit! There's a giant silver creature with Echo.
You guys
So I'm gonna need
Uh,
another Constitution saving throw.
Who?
You. Constitution saving
You.
throw.
Me? Alright.
By
This
this
is
point,
the first
because
one I've had
Atlas
to roll because this is the first time I'm having to roll. So when you said another, I was sitting there just like, what?
Alright, I did the first.
Wait, you made a roll for me?
Yes, I do it all the time for you.
Do you know I have a +8 in con
I can see your character sheet.
saves? Yeah, but I never update that one.
Well, that's
That's a
unfortunate, but you
23.
succeed this time as well.
Alright, cool.
So you're still conscious. Well, you've got 3 levels of exhaustion now. Alright.
Oh,
And
this
Ezra,
is getting
you
a lot harder.
The silver on you immediately falls to the ground, Atlas.
Oh.
What?
Oh, hey,
When Ezra arrives, it immediately falls to the floor. Ezra, what type of
It
dragonborn are you
bows
again?
to the true silver.
Are you a white or are you a silver?
I think I'm a white.
I thought you were silver.
Hold up.
Press on his character and then hit Z for us.
Press on my and press Z.
No.
He is a white
So the
dragonborn.
token is a white dragonborn. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Cool. So does it fall to the ground still?
Yep,
Alright.
because it's still cold.
It's too cold or still cold?
Still cold.
Alright.
Okay. And it immediately
Well, that's
basically floats up and away from Atlas and appears to be forming a cloud. Atlas, you can feel... It feels like something's trying to force itself out of your lungs and out of your skin.
I cough and sweat profusely. No, I don't sweat on command, but I will give a few huffs and coughs.
You take 10 piercing damage as silver, basically needles of coming out of your skin.
Oh, good. And what happens with the coughing?
Well, you feel it coming out of your lungs. That's probably not good for you.
Huh. Oh, good. Internal bleeding.
Yeah. And it's basically just floating in front of Ezra. Well, now it's floating above Ezra.
Oh,
Oh, looks like it likes you, Ezra.
yes.
I have no idea what the hell is
Are the
going
jars
on.
now floating up there as well?
The
Yeah,
Is
jar.
that in like a
so
stack?
you know how it needled out of your skin? It did the same thing to the jar.
Yeah.
That's
So
unfortunate.
it threaded through the jars, or did it
it-
just?
So it basically needled its way through the jars.
All right, we're going
Now
straight to Jack. Let's go, Ezra.
So now we've got a bunch of copper jars that have all these tiny little holes through.
Yep.
Oh, hey,
I follow
there's
Atlas.
what is that called? We have sifting jars now instead of sifting pans.
We're going straight to Jack. I'll catch up. I'm not feeling too good myself.
Merlin, weren't you just at Jack's before?
Yes, I will. So I actually, I'll go ahead and let them know that Jack's not at his house.
The alchemist.
All right then.
And if the alchemist can't help us, the blacksmith, which is right next to her. And if they can't help, then I guess we have to look at seeing if we can find Ed, if Ed has returned. I don't think Ed has returned. Oh, by the way, Ed's somewhere. They didn't even say goodbye to us.
Ah. Echo's probably got to stick to Atlas for a bit to make sure that he can get places. Alright.
I am now
Is the
slower
silver-
than everyone. I'm now slower than everyone at 20 foot.
Is the silver dust
pick,
now following Ezra?
Oh yeah, it's basically in the shape of wings above him, but it's not in contact with.
Can I pick up Atlas to make him move faster?
Sure, Atlas, do you want him to pick you up?
And he picked me up.
I believe so.
I'm
My
like,
strength is 20 and my dexterity is 21.
From
like
the
my
strength,
weight
you
is
should be
300
able to.
pounds.
Let's see.
I mean, I weigh 250, so maybe.
And at 20, that's your maximum carry weight is 300 pounds. Unless of course you have the same feat as me, or the same trait as me,
He
where
does
you
not.
are. Alright.
So you wouldn't really be able to lift him, but you'd be able to help move him along, so you'd be able to move at 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Ezra.
No worries, my friend.
Man, this better be fucking worth it. You better be getting some sort of like. If you don't get wings out of this for the shit that I've been through, or if you, I am going to be severely like disappointed in my high 20 roll. If you don't you dare laugh. Don't you dare laugh.
Unless it's a laugh to confirm that Ezra is going to get silver wings out of this.
Oh, dude, if Ezra gets to fly, that's he's gonna have to forsake using heavy armor and get leather armor.
I mean, he actually has like medium armor
Yeah.
currently.
Oh, well then. Oh. You know what, Ezra? Once we're done with this, and I've had a few days of rest, I'm gonna go take you to where I found this silver. If there's any more, we might be able to get another set of wings. Heh.
Yeah. yeah. Maybe another pair for you, yeah?
I think I'd have to find some gold dust for that. Oh, everything hurts. I feel like you know that feeling when you've sort of slid down some grass and you have thousands of like small cuts on you, all itchy. Well, imagine that, but it's more like just normal cuts.
Okay, so Ezra, I'm going to
Nathan.
need to know what your armor class is.
Wait, you need to know armor class?
Yep.
All armor and shields. That's all I can use, but I'm currently with medium.
What is your
He-
armor class?
He's wanting to know what your AC is.
Oh.
Like, how high does something need
Yeah,
to roll?
17. My bad. The meme really does work. 8. I am
Don't
okay.
those rolls.
That was very unlucky. So,
Do any of
was it
us- Are these things Is the weight silver attacking him?
It looks
I'm
like it's
guessing
getting
so.
close to him, but it's not. It doesn't appear to be attacking him. But it's been very slowly closing the distance.
Hey, Ezra, that silver stuff's getting closer to you.
Yeah, I know. Also, while I'm holding on to Atlas as well, I'm going to put lay on hands on him as try and help him.
Bizarre. You cure nothing.
Oh,
You cure nothing because exhaustion. Unless, of course, you can cure exhaustion. That'd be great. Because if you cure one level of exhaustion, boom. Half my speed back.
Finally.
I mean, I
Ezra,
thought you were poisoned or something.
feel agony.
Oh. I let go of Atlas.
Atlas
Echo,
falls
what
over
did-
because he's been using Ezra as a
Echo sees agony.
Ow.
This is
What the
basically.
hell?
So you feel it hit your back as it pierces the water armor, pierces your skin, then pierces your bone.
Oh, that's not nice.
You take 42 piercing damage.
Are you even
Oh.
conscious at this point?
No, I'm down.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you're not on the ground. You're now, well, appear to be standing up.
Oh,
Echo would like to try and go up to him and put a second level cure wounds into him.
I get up and dust myself off. I look over. What sort of face is currently on Ezra? What is your face pulling right now? Before you fell unconscious due to
hold on.
pain.
hold on. I'm gonna find it.
So Echo is going to try and approach the floating unconscious body of Ezra and try and use cure wounds at second level on him.
That.
Am I out?
Alright.
Ooh. I'm gonna roll the cure wounds. Okay.
That's
Ezra, you get 17 health back.
Ooh, hefty. Thank you.
Ezra, your bones feel like they've just had drills go into them.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Are you awake?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be.
Neither. I'd much prefer
How
staying
you-
So,
unconscious
can you
or
guys see
something.
what I just posted in group 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he
Yep.
looks like at the moment.
Oh.
Yo.
Yo.
Those are some nice
Hey.
wings, buddy.
Wait, can I actually move them, or is it like... Are they just trying to like...
You try to move it
attach to
and
my
you
body?
just feel agony.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop, get onto the floor, and lie down.
Are you lying on your front or your back?
On your back or your chest?
On your back
On
or
my
your
front.
chest?
On my chest, on my chest.
Okay, you're now lying down.
I'm gonna go get the
People hold me
alchemist.
down, please.
I'm going to go get to the alchemist. Go off.
Atlas, you're not feeling well. Sit here, rest. I'll get the alchemist.
I'll rest when I'm dead, and I break off in a sprint, which is 40 foot for me right now. So
Merlin
you can easily catch up.
Merlin breaks off into a sprint, and he yells, "See ya, sucker!"
Echo like crouches by Ezra's head. You don't know how much I want to poke you right now.
I stop
This is kind of
running
interesting.
after you
Please,
outpace me.
No.
I stop
This
running.
is this seems interesting.
I stop running when I see he outpaces me, by the way.
Yeah,
And
but you
I
take
sort
off.
of waddled back.
Yeah,
I
but
took
you
off,
take
but
off. Yeah,
when I
find
see
out
that
what's
Melon
anyway.
outpaces me, I just sort of come back.
Probably in time to hear Echo say, "You don't know how much I want to poke you right now."
Yeah. Well, you have no idea how much he probably wants to sleep right now.
You can feel some of your scales peeling off, Ezra.
Wait, what? It's healing.
You can feel some of your scales peeling off.
Oh. Okay, well that's even more agony.
Your nails also pop up.
Oh. Okay.
I can't really see a difference in between the two images you put in.
Yeah.
That's only because it's minor.
Don't-
Any white spots have now become silver.
Yeah.
Oh, you are
I just
becoming a
noticed that.
silver dragonborn. Oh,
Oh god.
He's metamorphosizing.
he's turning into an actual, like a real silver dragonborn, where his scales aren't just normal silver; they're real fucking silver.
I mean,
They're
you've
metal
never checked
silver.
whether your scales either look gold or actually are gold.
I mean, I naturally assumed that they had a gold-like hue. They weren't gold, because if they were, dragonborns would probably be fucking ripped of their scales at any time from anyone.
And
Merlin just
am I also hearing ridiculously easy heat metal targets?
Yeah, because then that would mean that as well.
It also means that they wouldn't be able to beat druids as well.
Yeah, which I mean, at that point, you would be locking classes, and I mean, it's all right to do that with certain races, but not all races, especially Dragonborn. Dragonborn deserve to have that one. Deserve to be able to do the elemental stuff because they might want to, be fire
Chromatic
breathers
dragons
and whatnot.
can. Metallic dragons
Oh,
cannot
right, yeah.
be druids.
In your world, damn.
He brutal.
Okay, so this is like turning Ezra into a metallic silver dragonborn then.
Mm-hmm.
The
By the
only
looks of things.
dragonborns that this one could not affect were already existing metallic dragons. Unfortunately, Atlas is a gold dragon and not a yellow or red dragon.
Okay.
Or green or blue.
Or literally any other
So it's-
color but gold.
So it would.
Yeah.
So instead of affecting him like this, it was just going to kill him.
Oh yeah, it was going to kill him. It was going to be a
Good thing
slow
I
and
came
painful
to-
death.
Does that mean his breath weapon is going to change from ice to lightning?
No, silver dragons have ice breath.
Do they?
Blue dragons
Yeah.
are light.
Well, this agony
More
is
session
nice.
names.
So you see the alchemist. Why are you running?
Hold up.
I'm not there. I stopped
talking to
running.
Merlin.
I turned back. Yeah.
So we found some silver, what I should say, Atlas found some silver powder stuff, and when the white dragonborn guy walked up, the dust began to follow him, and now it's doing something that I don't even know
Letting
where to
silver-
begin.
Well, it is going to make a history check.
This might be classist in how I see things, but it's dust, it's fine, and it's doing something weird. So alchemy has to be something that an alchemist must have some sort of understanding of this. It's fine
Let's hope
dust,
so.
therefore alchemist.
What color? The alchemist is grabbing a supply bag and following you by Voymer. What color is the person?
Okay. White dragonborn.
This could be bad. Could have been worse. Could be bad.
Oh. What do you mean?
Well, if it's made contact with him, it is probably breaking apart his bones at the moment.
Well, huh.
Good thing he's got lay on hands. At least he'll be able to move around as much.
Hmm.
And you arrive
I think
back
he's
there.
only got a pool of 15 anymore.
Hold on, what?
And you arrive back there. You're basically... So, there's things being pressed out of your skin, and it basically looks like chunks of bone. I'm going to need a constitution saving throw from you, Ezra.
Alright.
Echo is half considering that it was. Echo is half considering like maybe it was a bad idea healing him to consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be screaming a lot. That's annoying.
Just a little.
Merlin just instantly karate chops Ezra to knock him out. Meta.
Oh, was it bad to say?
I was gonna say myself.
You ain't
So-
gonna karate chop me.
The alchemist is going to look at Atlas and say, so you haven't solved this? You know, with your divine-like knowledge on alchemy and how coffee works.
I told you how coffee works in my world, and then it would have been helpful if you said, "Well, this isn't my world." Considering you came from my world, that would have been rather a big help. But right now, he's the one in pain, and I'm very tired because I was
How
breathing
tall are
that
you?
shit in. Right now I'm sitting down.
Okay, so they're going to walk past you and pat you on the head. They're silly barbarians. And then they're going to walk over to the Dragonborn.
Merlin's gonna give Atlas an I'm sorry look.
Alice just looks like he just wants to fall asleep right now. He's not even mad with that quote because, frankly, he's the one who touched the silver. He is stupid. Like, that silver is currently doing something, and frankly, he just wants to rest.
Okay, so they walk...
Echo is more fascinated.
They grab
by what's
out
going
a
on.
purple and white potion and hand it to Echo to feed to Ezra. And then the alchemist takes about 10 steps back.
Hey,
Echo
alchemist, where
does
you
not.
going?
Echo does not notice the alchemist taking 10 steps back. It is just like, okay. Yeah, he just starts pouring it down his throat.
What is your current hit points, Ezra?
My current hit points.
Oh.
Okay, well, fuck.
How many?
It is 17.
I think
Okay.
it
So you
was
fall asleep.
17.
Oh, okay, I
he's
fall
dead.
asleep.
Potion of sleeping.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so I don't.
That's
die,
what all
okay.
those numbers were.
Oh no, that's not
Okay.
murder potion. She had have handed you a green one, you would have died.
Oh, and if she'd done that, I still have my attack rolls, and I would have probably just squished her right there and then. And then I would have been like, right, when Jack gets back, if he asks any questions, we squish him too.
We take
And
over
we
the
will
town.
we will just continue squishing anyone who questions us.
Hey guys, what's going on, Squish?
Echo would probably at that point ask, like, didn't you want to be not like the people you hate?
He's
I'm
asking
not like
questions.
the people I hate.
Squish him.
I'm not like the people I hate. I'm worse.
At that point, Echo would say, fair point.
I'm worse. Anyone asks a question in my direction. Squish. How's your day been?
Atlas, squish.
And it's 10 o'clock.
From now on, whenever Atlas attacks
I think it'll
something, he
be-
has to say Atlas squish.
I think it might be a good place to stop on this nice cliffhanger to find out what happens.
No, I want to know if I live on.
No, I want to know too.
So basically,
it
what
would be
happens
such-
is 10 minutes. So over the course of about 10 minutes, Ezra's skin peels away, bones get chunked out bit by bit, and then eventually it stops.
That looks very painful. I'm glad he was asleep for that. Echo. That's Echo. No, not Echo. Melon, can you check for a pulse?
Ooh, cool.
Sure. Melon goes
Ezra, you
over to
wake up.
check for a pulse.
Huh?
Oh.
You wake up.
No.
Okay, I just kind of want to say this is sort of a bit of meta. Like, at the notion of Ezra waking up, he might. I was going to say, like, he sees, like, Echo, like, waving one of his bones in front of his face.
The alchemist looks
you
at all of
wouldn't
you.
know it was
I'll be
his
taking
turn.
the bones as payment, by the way.
That's cool. Take
Wait a
what
minute,
you need.
hold on, James. Can you repeat that? Can
The
you repeat
alchemist
what
looks
the
at the rest of
alchemist
you
said?
and say, "I'll be taking the bones as payment, by the way."
Echo hands
That's
over,
cool.
like, the whatever bone he might have was big
The
enough for him
alchemist
to
basically
shake.
starts using mage hand to pick up different chunks and puts it in the bag.
Also, Alchemist, I need to ask, what was that dust, so I don't accidentally pick it up again?
Living silver. Someone left a trap in the river from the sounds of it.
Ah.
What will happen to
Oh,
me?
Oh, you'll be fine. You were fortunate. If it had have strapped itself to, well, anything other than a dragonborn, a silver one, if that, well, white one, things could have been fairly bad as it slowly killed you from the inside out.
Oh,
You, on the
lovely.
other
So
hand-
it was
Hold on.
doing that to
Does that
me.
mean I have wings now?
Well, yes, you technically have wings. I do believe there's now blood vessels going in it. They cast the spell. Yep, blood vessels.
Right, well...
So what's happening to my skin?
Well,
I mean, what
Yeah.
happened to your skin?
But yeah.
well, it...
Because
How do I
my
put this?
dragon scales peeled off, does it mean it's just like red skin underneath?
Oh no,
Or, like,
I
white
posted an
skin.
image in images.
Oh. Okay.
What it effectively did is it changed you from a white dragonborn to a metallic silver dragonborn.
Oh, okay.
Biologically, you're still a white dragonborn. Physically, not so much.
I hope you like that session, man.
Ezra, you can feel the... what appears to be the blood from the wings being pulled back into you, and then the wings almost breaking apart as they go back into your back.
Oh, okay. That's odd. So how do I get them out?
Practice.
Think it?
I try and take them out, seeing if I
Okay,
can like.
make a wisdom check.
Oh, a wisdom. Well,
Yes, you would be able to.
ooh. All right, I'm gonna try and do it. I'm gonna do it and then see if I can fly.